It's
Listen,
fine.
I'm
It's
just
just
studying
our
my Quizlet
trademark.
cards.
No, but
I'm studying my Quizlet cards and hearsay comes up and I just get war flashbacks.
okay, but
I don't even understand what hearsay is.
Hearsay is when you ask when a witness or a lawyer says something that is not entered as evidence by that witness. So
It's
generally
basically rumors.
hearsay. So hearsay is like, oh, I heard someone say this.
Yeah,
It's literally
rumor.
hearsay. You hear.
I
something,
heard
you
you
say.
say. Can we
Exactly,
just not
exactly.
Your
bother
word for
with
it,
like
basically.
hearsay stuff because it's gonna get so confusing.
I am not big brain enough for this. You're going to need to
Exactly.
explain every single term you use.
Okay, so we're not
Okay.
doing hearsay. We're not doing hearsay.
Okay, guys, it's
Right.
time for a mini Law and Order lesson. Who here knows what badgering is?
I know what
Badgering
a-
is
It's
when
a type
What?
of animal.
This is a
I know what a
rundown.
badger is.
We're making
Oh,
sure
but
everyone
yeah.
knows the same information.
It is when
Okay,
a badger does
okay,
a bad thing.
Objection
class.
badgering is when objection badgering is when you harass a witness, like, oh, you know what you saw, come on, square up, you know what you saw, like that kind of thing. You know, badgering, attacking.
Is that not just harassment?
Antagonizing.
It's like
I'm
intimidating.
not
Yes.
saying that
It's
I'm going
fancy
to be
lawyers
doing
speak for
that.
harassment.
Look, I think you just need to treat us as you would.
if anyone is too loud, by the way, just let me know and I will adjust.
Very, very small.
You gotta
voice.
shake it up a little. You
Are we
guys
just
like
waiting for
gatekeep
Hero
girl
now?
boss.
Yeah. He
Oh,
will
so
switch
checking on
status.
their mom though.
Since we had to
No.
TP anyway, we
I
might as well
think-
just keep going.
I think Rexman
Yeah,
is also still
they-
missing.
I mean, like, from the
The lags-
prison.
Oh, okay.
Just to get us out of the prison. They lagged so much they accidentally TP'd to us. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just lag, guys. It's just lag. Alright. That's a war. Woo.
Alright.
I will say I have not taken or passed the bar exam, so I'm not a qualified lawyer, but I know things.
Hush. You are in the city hall. We cannot hear you.
This is just gonna go like a really shitty game of Ace Attorney.
Oh my gosh.
I will swap.
Alright, guys. People not with the prison group, you might want to swap to a different VC.
Yeah, I will swap to the normal streaming VC for anyone who's in the city hall to vibe.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh. Do you see that? I see that, and it's disturbing me.
So nice. They actually moved me.
That
They-
was the
I don't know who it was.
Wow.
Wow.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I don't think I can get on the server.
Guys.
Don't worry, me neither.
Oh
I will be
no,
disembodied
why
voice.
Are people getting on?
I just got on.
Okay, other lawyer, I'm gonna teach you objection terms. That
I might
potato's
actually, if
still
I
there.
just don't get on.
Soph, can you not listen to me teaching Alex about law? I don't want to give you an advantage, sorry.
I won't understand a word of it anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh, thank God. Anyway, so basically, objection, asked and answered. That's when a lawyer just keeps asking the same question. There's objection, assuming facts not in evidence, as in you ask a question that assumes something is true despite there being no evidence for it. There's inflammatory, which is a question that is intended to cause prejudice with the jury or judge.
That is, you're too big brain for me.
Evidence.
Reading off a
physically
Quizlet
cannot
flashcard. I'm not that smart, don't worry.
Great.
Are you shitting me?
What, my Quizlet flashcards that I made?
Quizlet? Bro, I had to use Quizlet when I was learning Latin when I was like 8.
I used Quizlet when I was learning Law and Order. Okay, so objection, speculation. That's when it's a question that's kind of like asking the witness to guess the answer rather than relying on known facts. Like, oh, is the carpet red? But you're colorblind, you know?
Oh yeah, it's like a fun little mini game.
Yeah. Yeah. Objection, leading question. That's only during a direct examination, not a cross-examination. You guys don't know what that is. Okay.
I'm currently handling the SmileSMP Twitter account on the sidelines, so that's why I'm tapped out right now. I will be in the game in a second. Bear with me.
But then the prosecution gets to cross-examine them, which means they get to be like, hey, we're going to ask them questions. You know, that's a cross-examination. But leading questions only work for direct. But a leading question is basically when the question suggests the answer to the witness.
This is so unrelated, but can I show my cat?
Yes.
Yay! I love him. Hang on. I misclicked the button. Okay.
I think this is just
Kitty.
me entertaining the stream while Alex figures
Oh my
stuff out.
Oh, I'm not. I'm
So
just
funny!
updating all the people who are
cute.
going online right now on the Twitter account. So
Mood.
I'm just
Okay,
adding.
now we have objection narrative, which is basically a question that's asking the witness to relate to a story rather than to state specific fact. Then privilege, which is the witness will be protected by law from answering the question. Like, we don't have human rights on this server. I'd like you all to know that now. We have no rights. There are no laws. We have no human rights. We are the equivalent of dirt to these people. Anyway,
You
so
really are.
none of us have witness privilege, like the right to non-incriminate yourself. So basically, in this trial, it's perfectly okay for Soph to walk up to Hero and be like, "Did you kill them? I know you killed them. Did you? But say it, like, you know, because
Free for all.
Yeah, it's kind of a really bad free for all.
Oh, I
There's
know
also
that's not
irrelevant
why.
or immaterial, like immaterial girl, but opposite. And basically, it means the question is not about the issues on the trial.
My Minecraft.
Like,
home.
oh my god, gaming Moonchild, where'd you get that coat? That's immaterial girl.
Material girl.
Thank you.
What am I listening to right now? I'm so confused.
Honestly, I
Genuine
have no
law.
clue.
Anyway, there's also lack of foundation, which is when evidence is. Are we? I'm assuming we don't have to enter evidence.
Am I
Where
supposed
am
to
So
take a
lack of
specific type
foundation isn't. Oh, there's also objection incomplete, which actually this is Alex. This is a really good one to pay attention to. So basically, objection incomplete. It's when the opposing party, aka for us, the prosecution, introduce only part of the evidence out of context to make it look bad. So you think about that.
No, I am not thinking today. I
To
used up all my.
object
Listen,
for others' clients.
I used up all my brain cells to write down the notes I need. I am
I have
out of
my
brain
opening
cells.
statements and then 3 pieces of evidence.
Okay, I have some boots for all the government people who are here, by the way, as well. You have
Where
red.
did the government get special
Nice.
boots?
Yeah.
Why
they're
are we red?
Republican.
Red seems pretty evil.
Listen, I just did what Ghost told me.
Listen, just because red is
What
the
am I
color
wearing?
of the Republican American Party doesn't mean it's
thank you.
evil. It does. Anyway.
Let's not
That
discuss
next on your
politics
hat is
here.
adorable.
Thank you.
That.
Can we please not discuss American politics here? This is a Minecraft stream.
I'm Canadian, okay? I do not want to be associated with United States. Thank you.
Just. So, did you hear about the current political? Sir, this is a Minecraft server.
This is the Minecraft server.
I'm
Mad Gith, are you just here to
stressed beyond
watch?
belief.
Maddie is a witness.
What's your? They need witness boots.
I don't have witness
Wait.
boots.
Make witness boots.
I'm
Alex,
making
what
witness
boots do I need? Do I need red ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You're evil like us.
There are no red ones. Okay.
Then, oh, I'm sorry. That's why I put the color in for the case I don't make enough. I didn't know how many people from the government would show up.
No,
I
you
feel
don't
like
need boots.
I'm one of the most important members of the government.
Ah.
You know, I'm doing everything.
You don't need boots. Why do you have boot? Who gave the just watcher boots?
Oh,
This is a Minecraft stream enjoyer. I can't speak. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's all good.
I mean, they're also the only one decked out in full enchanted netherite.
Hey, Bucket, this is my
Kinda
friend.
sus.
Not terrifying at all.
They just got
What?
here. So,
No, wait, I have red
No,
boots
she
on me.
doesn't know
I'm not
yet.
saying it's a
So,
bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Netherite looks great on them.
right?
Is someone
She looks
having
like
no boots?
Brian.
No
Brian is
boots.
here. Wait.
No, Brian is an audience member.
Oh,
Do we
okay.
have enough seats for all of the defense attorneys and their witnesses?
We're all
Do
just
we?
trying to
Wait,
stand
there's
around.
only like 3 seats here though.
We can stand in the halls,
Hello.
like in here,
Rexman,
on the sidelines.
please.
Hi, Alex.
I'll just
Yeah,
look
we're-
on. I'll look on
fair.
from above.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Lawyer
If you're
boots.
not up, you just stay in here. Sadly.
Lawyer boots, thank you.
I'll be the person that fills out the book.
Wait, what is orange again?
Wait,
That's all I'll
are
do.
there,
Good enough.
are there lawyer boots?
Yeah, go get you some lawyer boots.
Perfect spots.
I have. red
Come on,
ones,
guys,
I'm
join
confused.
the parkour
No.
team.
I don't know actually.
you
I think
guys
some
doing?
counts as
Yes,
government.
Yeah,
I'm
parkour.
surprised.
Parkour.
I'm surprised that
I
can
just
count
have
you
red
guys,
ones.
but
I
doesn't
don't
fall.
mind.
Do
Whoa.
I get to keep these boots after?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
thank God I'm poor.
Is this my?
I don't really want to keep these. These give me a
Uh-oh.
reminder of evilness.
Because they're
Fine,
red.
I still have mine.
Guys,
Red is an evil color.
the prisoners are coming.
Sophie's
I agree
eyes
about the
literally
red.
red.
Make space,
Ow.
everyone.
Oh,
There we go. Quiet.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
Alex, get over here.
Where are you all? I don't see
The
you.
front.
Okay. I'm running.
I'm dressed like a shitty 1920s rich man. How can you miss me?
Because there are a lot of people who look exactly like that.
I'm wearing a mask.
Uh-oh.
Where do I stand?
In my
Stand on the
defense, I've never
rails.
met Vaedra, so
Oh, I did not
Oh.
actually mean to do that.
I think
Can I help
well-
you?
everyone take this one.
Can I talk to you?
We're sitting as one.
Yeah. Awkward. Oh, okay.
We're touring right now.
Yeah, we're touring.
Hello.
Hi. It's been a while.
You
I
look
can-
nice.
Thank you. I'm prepared, I think.
So,
Considering circumstances.
I heard some interesting information, and I was wondering if you could clarify some things for me.
What? You need to specify. I mean, people talk
the-
a lot
the-
about me.
Yeah. So it appears that you, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's true, but Ghost was telling me on the way over here that
Awkward.
that you were their lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah?
surprising to you?
I mean, we're friends, right? You and
Yeah,
I?
I'm friends
We're
with
friends?
you. Yeah.
But you know that Ghost like tried to kill me, right?
Yep.
And you're telling them that they get to be free.
Vader, listen.
I feel like that's not something that you do to your friend.
Okay, listen. I am friends with you and with Ghost because you both are stubborn as.
Yeah, but why are you picking favorites?
Why
you
am
shouldn't
I
have
picking
favorite
a
friends.
favorite?
You
I'm
are picking favorites. You're picking their side.
I'm not picking a favorite. I'm standing up for what's right, okay? You have you
What's
seen
right?
Ghost?
What are you talking about? Have I seen Ghost? Of course I've seen Ghost. I've seen Ghost multiple times, and every time I have, it's been something bad.
Oh, so have you seen him today? Have you seen his hair? He didn't just have dye in his fucking cell.
Well, yeah, I've
He's
seen his
losing
hair.
it in there because you're not keeping the promise you were meant to keep as a government. You wanted
What
to,
promise?
You promised that it would be humane and that it would work towards them to re-socialize and get into the public again. So why are you fighting to keep them inside now? And why are you fighting to keep them inside despite clearly seeing them struggling in
Why
there?
haven't you spoken to me about it? Why did you just come and decide you were gonna be his lawyer and then just...
I was here on the SMP. Where were you? Huh? Where were you?
I would have been here if you needed me. You didn't even try.
I sent a letter. And I never received an answer.
When I was dead. You sent it when I was dead. You sent it out of guilt.
I mean, clearly you're not dead anymore. You're standing in front of me. So were you even dead?
That doesn't mean the letter meant anything.
If you're cherry picking what means something to you and what doesn't, that is not my issue, Vedra. What I know is that I am friends with you and I am friends with Ghost Affiliate.
What do you see in him?
He is a good person.
He did terrible things. How can you justify letting him go on the server full of innocent people? How?
He did horrible things, but you know what? The government did too. Because the government actually killed someone that never got back, despite it being an accident or whatever.
That wasn't the government. That was TOS.
And who were they working for?
I never authorized that. I never told them to do that.
He did the things he did, he has done because he thought it would genuinely be a good thing and to protect everyone. And now he is sitting in that cell and regretting the things he has done, rightfully so, because yes, it was on good intentions, but it was still hurting people. And he understands that now. So why is he not allowed to get a second chance when you are preaching that the government wants the prison to reform them? Because he has reformed. He is regretting what he has done. So he should receive a second chance. And if you're not standing for that, you're simply lying as the president.
I just want everyone to be safe.
And I know that the people will be safe.
How do you know that?
Because I know him. Okay? I know him. Yes, I know I have not had a lot of time with either you nor me, but I am here now, okay? I am here now, and I want you both to be happy and safe. And this is why I am the lawyer here, and this is why I'm standing here, because I know that you both are good at heart, and you're just really stubborn. So I'm trying to fix this, okay? I've been a bit late on this SMP, but now I'm here, so I'm fixing
but Alex, I'm not making this decision just for me. I can't fuck up. I cannot fuck this up. People are depending on me to make the right choice, and I don't know what to do.
Well, today you won't be making the choice. The jury will. The SMP will decide what is right and what is not. And I just know from the bottom of my heart that he will not hurt anyone.
If it does, it's on me.
No. It's not. If he will do something wrong, it will be on the whole SMP. Because today will be the day where we all get a chance to be heard out for what happened in the past. And then the SMP will decide as a whole what should happen. And I think that's the best way to go at it. I know as the president you always feel responsible, but Today you're not. You're just the president. And he's just a revolutionary.
I guess we'll just see what everyone has to say.
I'm sure everything will be alright.
I think they might be waiting. We can go back. It's good to see you.
Yeah, I can only say the same.
There are so many people in this VC. This is crazy.
Has my lawyer finally arrived?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
I'm here. I'm here.
God.
I'm just sitting in the
Is
back.
everybody here? It looks like we're still waiting for one more lawyer.
Yeah.
Wait, who's your lawyers?
I believe we are missing one of our defense.
No.
Does anybody want to double up?
Which lawyer are we missing?
We're missing Erie.
Rexman, yeah.
No, Rexman is here.
Erie
Who's
DC.
defending?
Alshi. Does anybody want to?
Oh, they're coming now.
They're on their way?
Yep.
Okay.
They won't be the first anyway, so I think we should be fine.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We can get started.
What order are we being trialed in?
We will be last.
Oh, great. Is that good or bad?
It's just how it is.
It will depend on what the people have to say.
All right, Enigma, this is your court.
Yep. Okay. Everyone here? Okay. Let's start then. I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the trial of Revolutionaries versus the government, or the SmileSMP, where it will be decided the fate of the revolutionaries and whether they remain in prison or they get to walk free. So, first of all, I would like to say that it is an honor to have been appointed as a judge in this case. I'll be doing everything in my power to ensure a civil trial where the truth will prevail and justice will be served. So, I would like to present the participants of this case, where we have the defendants or the accused, Hero and his lawyer Bucket, El and Rexmin, Olshi and the Airy Deceit, Ghost and AlexClaains, and the Maddie is a witness. Okay, and for our esteemed jury, we have Nar, Topilchen, Gaming Bone Child, Gaming Bone Child, and wait, I can see your names. Abducted Entity and Little Omega. Yeah. Okay. So before we start, I'd like to ask if anyone has any questions or needs some clarifications, because in this case we're good to go. So first of all, I would, if everyone is ready, I would like to ask everyone to please be seated, and I will proceed with reading the revolutionaries' individual charges, and each of them must plead either guilty or not guilty. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Everyone, please, in the order Hero, El, Alshi, and Ghost, to be claim either guilty or not guilty. Hero? Is Hero here?
Okay, I'm here. No, I'm not sure.
Wait, who? Hero, you're first to go.
You need
Hero,
to say
guilty or not guilty.
Yeah, guilty of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. What's assault again? Oh wait, okay. Not guilty. Well, assault is basically threatening or doing bodily harm. So, okay, not guilty. Got it. Let me write it down. Okay, not guilty. Okay, now L, 11er, please.
Guilty.
Guilty. Okay. O'Shea. Actually, one more thing. Am I pronouncing your name right? Just to be sure. Okay. And Ghost.
Guilty.
Okay. Guilty.
Huh?
Now it comes aggravated assault with a special victim. A special victim is basically a victim which has special characteristics or depends on the relationship of with the perpetrator. So again, hero, guilty or not guilty?
Wait, can you explain it again?
With a special victim, basically the victim has special characteristics or they have a special relationship with the accused.
Oh. Not guilty.
Okay. Not guilty. Okay. Now 11er.
Guilty.
Guilty. Okay. Alshi.
Guilty.
Guilty. And Ghost?
Guilty.
Guilty. Okay. So 4 guilty. Okay, now comes conspiracy, which as you may know, it's conspiring against the state and stuff. So hero, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty probably. Yeah.
Okay. 11er.
Guilty.
Alshi. Oh. Okay. Ash, guilty or not guilty of conspiracy? Conspiracy. Guilty. And Ghost?
Very guilty.
Very guilty. Okay. Then we have manslaughter, which is basically killing someone without malice aforethought. So you didn't intend at first to kill them. So, hero, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Okay. 11er. Of manslaughter.
Like killing someone?
Yeah, without you didn't intend to kill them. You didn't mean to kill them at first.
Not guilty.
Okay, not guilty. And the Ghost?
Guilty.
Guilty. Alright, then comes the more severe ones. First degree murder. Hero.
Not guilty.
11er.
Not guilty.
Ash. Guilty. Okay, and Ghost?
No, not
Guilty.
Guilty. Not guilty. Okay. Attempted murder. Hero. Guilty. Okay. 11er.
Guilty.
Yep. Alsh.
Guilty.
And Ghost.
Guilty.
Okay, and the last one is aiding and abetting or accessory, which the definition is basically encouraging or assisting in a crime. So, hero, are you guilty of that?
Yeah.
Okay. 11er.
Guilty.
Guilty. Alshay. Guilty. And Ghost.
Guilty.
Guilty. Okay, so these were all these, all the crimes that they have been accused of. Excuse me, differently. And now that you have heard that, it is time for the state attorney and basically the prosecutor of the SMP or the lawyer, Saf, to make their case and why the revolutionaries need to remain in prison. Please, Saf, if you could.
Okay, so members of the jury, hello. I'm the vice president. I'm Soph. and I'll be representing the government. Now, the Revolutionaries have been involved in a number of different events, and I mean, it's why we're here today, and it's why we've got this trial. And the majority of the charges, they've all said that they're guilty. There's a few that have said that they're not guilty for some charges, but at the end of the day, they were all part of the same group. They were all at their meetings, so they all had to be involved in all of these charges. Now, I'd like to take you back to the first event in which the members of my team, the government, became aware that there was some organisation that wanted to cause harm to these people. So the first event was the debate. The events that took place on the day of the debate not only stick with my team, but also myself for the rest of my life. Our loving, caring president and opponent wrapped up their speeches. Everything was going fine. It was a nice sunny day. There wasn't a single thing wrong. All of a sudden, from nowhere, not one, but 2 fireworks were fired far away. We don't know where these came from, but they were fired into the podium. Now, luckily, they didn't hit Phaedra. They didn't hit Linux. However, they did hit me. They didn't hit the civilian that was hosting the debate, Analytic, but they hit me. And I know as a lawyer, I can't really say I'll call myself as a witness, but the effect that had on me, not only just physically, but also mentally, has really changed my entire life. Before that debate, I was happy, I was carefree, I would have gone out and just done whatever, no armor, nothing. But now I'm terrified to go out. I'm terrified to be in a public place where there's a lot of people, and especially being the vice president, it's kind of hard to do my job. And especially because of the other events that have happened, it's made it a lot more difficult. I don't physically have evidence to show because of the little issue that we had. But I did have 2 pieces of evidence. I would have liked to show the marks which I got from them fireworks that was fired at me, and also a page from Ghost Confession. And in this page, it basically Ghost confesses that as a group, the entire group, they all wanted to see how a government, that I may add had not been elected or even formed yet, so we were all just innocent civilians at this point, would react. And the page before also discussed how Alshay, open quotation marks, did suggest blowing them up, which I assumed to be a joke. However, in hindsight, may not have been, as many suggestions like this were made as time went on. Close quotation mark. They wanted to cause fear, cause harm. In Ghost Confession, on page 9, it states that one of the members, Tigris, who's also known by the name Elshroom, I'm sure everyone has at least seen them around, known who they are. Tigris. Tigris wanted to blow up the podium with TNT, which the other members of the Revolutionaries thought might be a bit too violent, and it might have conveyed the wrong idea, so they decided against it. However, Ghost Affiliate, the so-called leader of the Revolutionaries, confessed to be the individual of the group that fired the fireworks into the podium. And this can be found on page 11, continuing on to page 12. And these are submitted in the evidence locker, so if the jury want to actually see these for themselves, they can go see them in the evidence locker. They then confess that the Revolutionaries were planning the assassination of the candidates, this being Phaedra and Linux, and I would also assume would involve the vice presidents of their campaign, so I guess myself and Linux's vice president. So that's the first event. that we were aware that there was someone wanting to cause harm, wanted to be different, cause trouble. And as people of the server, especially our campaign was to keep people safe, to make sure no one was harmed, to make it a safe, happy, livable place. This really didn't go well. And there's some evidence that I'd like to share with you later. But the second event that was really the main thing that the revolutionaries have done wrong was the election, the actual election. Now, the entire server came out to witness the election. Every single person there was a civilian. Until that last vote, there was no government. There was no leader, no president, whatever you want to call it. So the attack on the campaigners and newly elected government was a pre-planned event. It's in Ghost Confession that they planned this attack, if that's what you want to call it, before anything had even happened. They wanted to cause harm. They wanted to scare people, to make sure that the people trying to keep this very service safe would not be able to do their jobs as soon as they were elected. And they ended up attacking not only the campaigners and the guards, but they also injured the civilians, the innocent bystanders of this election, the very people who voted for the president to keep them safe. We took the innocent bystanders to Church Prime in the Sacred Holy Lands as quick as we could. As soon as the first hit was swung, they were in Church Prime. However, there was one member of the Revolutionaries that decided to ignore the Holy Lands, ignore the kind of unsaid rule that everyone followed, and decided to fire fireworks into Church Prime, into the crowd. And Ghost says in this confession book that even themselves, the leader of this group, who has done many things wrong, thought that this attack went against all of the group standards. So, not even Ghost himself would even dare to attack anyone in the Holy Lands. Not long after this, the Revolutionaries, Ghost especially, became aware that Tigris was a spy for a different group called the Shadows. Now, many of you might never heard of the Shadows. The Shadows were a group that were contracted to look after and protect Linux. And so all of the little information that Tigris had found out throughout the many meetings that the Revolutionaries were having, Tigris would then go back to the Shadows and say, so this group is planning to, say, attack during the election. And so the Shadows were aware that there was an attack going to happen. And so they were prepared. And it made the Shadows look very suspicious that they knew this attack was coming. But yet they didn't tell anyone else. Now, pages 23 and 22 in this confession book that Ghost has submitted talks about one of the revolutionary members that died during the election. And they managed to find out which one of the guards that killed them. And, you know, they were mad, they were upset, and they decided to plant a bomb in this person's house. And the other revolutionary members, they found out, and they were like, yeah, you know what? We should get back at them. Like, we can't be pushed around. We can't just let this killing go unsolved. And so when this bomb was triggered, it killed this guard. And this guard happened to be a member of the government. I would say that this was unrelated to them being a government member, purely just for the fact it was revenge for killing. But the confession also talks about how Alshay stole Izzy Fox's, the guard, belongings and still has them to this day. Would I be able to call Alshay to the stand, please? I have a few questions.
It will be allowed with permission of the jury. So please open the door. Alshay, please come to the stand. Soph would like to ask you a few questions here, near Technoblade. Oh, no, here. My bad. Yep.
Alshay, can you describe in your own words the events that happened on that day when you and the other revolutionaries decided to plant that bomb in Izzy Fox's house?
Well, when we found out it was Izzy who killed one of our members, we were all very upset. I was very upset because I'm close with the member, but we're all very upset because that is one of our members. As you're upset that we may have killed some of you, you're upset. We were upset that you killed some of us. It didn't matter to us that Izzy was a government member. It didn't matter at all. It's the fact that she killed them. This hurt us. So we decided best way to deal with it was an eye for an eye. So we killed Izzy back. We killed Izzy, made sure that their house was destroyed because the house was right next to ours, and which looked also a bit sus to us because there is a government member living right next door to us. So we decided to get rid of the house, get rid of Izzy, and keep the fire away. After not all the revolutionary members were involved in it, I will admit. But majority of us were, because the majority of us were angry. And it was it wasn't out of spite for the government, it wasn't out of anything, it was pure anger and wanting to revenge for killing one of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is your relationship to Linux? Are you friends? Are you acquaintances? What are you?
Does this matter to the trial?
Yes.
Linux and I are engaged.
And yet, despite being engaged, you wanted to harm whoever the potential government was going to be. The government that she may have ran at the time. Is that right?
Dox, you're welcome.
I never caused any harm to Linux. When we became engaged was after the first debate. We became engaged after then, and I made it clear that I didn't want to harm Linux in any way. I informed Ghost that a little while after that we were engaged, and that no matter what, I wasn't going to cause any harm to Linux. No matter if she became president or not, no harm was coming to Linux. And I would have stopped the revolutionary member who tried to bring harm to Linux once the revolutionaries knew that I was engaged to Linux.
So, when did they find out that you were engaged? Was it in between the debate and the election?
The government is currently making their case. This is all. We're at the very start of it for now.
Between the debate and the election? Or was it after the election?
I don't remember when I told Ghost. I can't remember if that was between the debate and the election, but I know the rest of the revolutionary members found out after the election.
So, if, let's say, for some unknown reason, there had been a miscount of the votes and Vedra was announced as the wrong winner and it was actually Linux, what then would you have done if the attack still happened because Vedra, in what everyone thought would be the winner, what would you have done if Linux got hurt in that?
I can't say what I would have done because it didn't happen, so I don't know what I would have done. I would have been very angry, probably the same amount of anger I felt when one of the members died. I would have been extremely angry. But I can't tell you what I would have done because I didn't experience it. I don't know how I'd react to it.
Yeah, an engagement to one person would have changed the entire group's minds on a government, someone trying to make this place safe. Yes?
I would like to say objection badgering and leading.
Okay.
Okay.
You are trying to lead Ash into specific answers.
Okay.
Okay, it's allowed. So what do you have to say about that?
I have no further questions.
Okay. Okay, members of the jury, if you have listened to Saf's claimings, then please, Elshi, please go back in the cell. Thank you for coming to the stand.
That was a good call from Bucket, honestly.
Saf, thank you very much. That's all you have to say?
I have a little bit left.
Okay. Okay, you can go.
So after all of this, and the death of Pope Cat, who was a member of the Revolutionaries, they died to a guard while trying to escape the government's building. The government had found them and was trying to get information out of them. And this death, this permanent death, caused the Revolutionaries to take revenge. They wanted to fight back again, that another member of their team had died. And they wanted to get back at the president. They wanted to get back at Vedra. And they created a trap on Vedra and I's main transport system, from home to work, so this building. And we used to take it all of the time. Like, it was a quick 2-minute ride, would be there and back. Now, the key word in that sentence was used to, because this trap worked. But it didn't kill Vedra. It killed me. I fell
so
into
awkward.
it. It was what I can assume was a pit full of lava. I don't remember much of it. I just remember falling and not waking up for a long time. And the mental and the physical scars that this attack caused me,
Oh, you can
once again,
read that up,
will stay with
actually?
me for my entire life. And after that, the government decided that it was enough. That this was enough, and we needed to find them.
We have
and we needed to put them somewhere.
We have a summary of what happened prior, like I feel like a really quick summary on the card. You can read that up and then you're like caught up on everything that happened in the past on this SMP.
And they managed to find out where their base was. And somehow they did. And we managed to get there. And we had a lot of people with us. So we had the majority number. And we arrested them. And that's kind of where we are now. So they were taken to jail. And Ghost, being what we assume and still think to be true as the leader, is in the most secure unit. And
I understand that.
That's all I really have to say is I think they should still stay in. There's so much evidence against them that they've all also said that they're guilty.
Yeah, that's adding to that.
So they admit what they did was wrong. And they've all said that they're guilty. And I know before anyone was even like elected president, there was no laws. Everyone kind of abided by, you shouldn't kill, because we all know that killing is wrong. So obviously there wasn't a law because there wasn't a presidency before. But also there are some unsaid things that is just common knowledge. Everyone kind of knows not to do them.
May I ask a question?
Yes?
So, if you're under the understanding that Mother is bad, what about Pope Cat? Why have none of you guys done anything about the person who killed Pope Cat? Why would it have to be the revolutionaries who took action?
It wasn't a killing out of spite.
It was killing.
more.
You said murder's bad. Does it not apply when you're a member of the government?
The person that actually killed them isn't a member of the government.
Okay, well, does it still not apply?
I can't speak for the person that killed them. I don't know who it was. I wasn't actually around at the time. And so you would have to ask them.
Okay, Yuri, this isn't a trial for the government. We are talking against the revolutionaries. So please, that objection will be overruled. So if you can continue.
So there is no law. That's all I'm gonna say is there is no law. But there's things that we know that we should and shouldn't do. And they went and did everything that we shouldn't do. They killed, they committed what we can assume to be crimes, even though that isn't a law, but they've admitted that they're guilty, so they know what they did was wrong, and therefore in the future we should be making laws, we should be making rules that are set in stone, that everyone knows we should abide by. And that's all I really have to say is they should stay in prison, especially because they said that they were guilty.
Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for presenting your detailed case. And members of the jury, I hope you understood everything. Okay, so now we have to move on to the more interesting part, because the lawyers are free to make their case, and the defendants actually count as the witnesses and are free to elaborate their point of view and can choose to remain silent. So the jury's task here is to listen to everyone's pleadings and go then to the meeting room to discuss everyone's fate. And then I will tell it for everyone. And again, I would like to repeat that there is a room of evidence, as I understood. And I think the jury members are allowed to visit it to review the evidence and everything. So the order of the defendants and their lawyers that will come up is Hero and Bucket. Please.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I have permission to approach the jury?
You may.
Why are you out already? Anyway, members of the jury, the case I'm defending today is that of Glowstick, also known as Hero of Hyrule, a man who was wrongfully imprisoned for an extended period of time without so much as a second thought to his friends, his family, or his own well-being. Today, the prosecution, has the intent of proving Glowstick and others guilty of various crimes, and with the intent to keep them locked away in a prison without access to sunlight or any basic human rights that anyone deserves. Glowstick is not guilty. He's a kind, innocent, and mostly blind man, and was not associated with any plot against the government. He was never directly involved, and therefore has been wrongfully accused and arrested. Glowstick, can you, how did you join the Revolutionaries?
Okay, so one winter day, I woke up suddenly, and as you know, my house is made out of glass, and so I look out the window, and there's like 8 people standing around my house looking at me, and so I come out, and I'm like, oh my goodness, new friends. And so I come out, and they're like, hey, how do you feel about the government? And I go, I don't know what the government is, so I guess I don't like it. And so then they were like, okay, cool, you're part of my group now. Didn't really know what I was signing into, but whatever. It was nice to have friends. And then one time I was chilling by myself in the bunker with in the vault with everybody, and then a bunch of people came down and was like, "Yo, we're arresting you," and I was like, "Okay."
Oh, you say that you don't know what the Revolutionaries stand for?
Uh-huh.
Were you ever
so funny
planning
to me.
anything with them?
Not that I can remember.
And how is your memory?
Very bad.
So even if they did plan something, you would not remember doing it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay,
I'd like to call
Lisa.
Ghost out as a witness.
Okay, that will be allowed. Flowny, if you could please let Ghost out.
I was just there. I was just making friends. I'm, by the way, muted
Ghost,
in Discord.
you are the so claimed by the government leader of the Revolutionaries, are you not?
I am not the leader of the Revolutionaries. We do not have a leader.
Alright, good to know. Do you have any recollection of Glowstick partaking in any of the events or protests the Revolutionaries had?
He has never been involved in any event that we caused where violence took place. He was not involved.
And
in
do
a
you
debate
believe the
about
other two prisoners in there would say the same?
I believe that we would all agree that Hero has never been violent towards another member of the circle. At least.
L.
our
Ash, can you
knowledge.
please nod if you agree that Hero and Glowstick has never been violent? Alright,
Let's
Ghost, you
go.
may return to the... I don't know what that is, holding area called whatever. Members of the jury.
Stop.
While my testimony, well, not testimony, my questioning, my speech was very short, I believe it gets very quickly to the point that Glowstick, or Hero of Hyrule, is completely and utterly innocent of all charges. That will be all, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Bucket. So, members of the jury, now your task is to discuss Hero's fate.
Your
If I
Honor?
understood... Yes?
Can I just say that Hero said that they were guilty to conspiracy, attempted murder, and assisting a crime.
We have also established that Glowstick's memory is not at all intact, so whatever they're remembering is most likely misinformation or wrong. They could be remembering stories someone else has told them, as they are friends with the Revolutionaries. They most likely heard things, and it's very easy for someone with poor sight, for one, to attack someone. That's very hard. And I was also it was actually brought to my attention that the mask he wears is in fact a visual aid. It's a visual aid, it aids in his disability, and while in prison, it was taken from him. And he wasn't allowed to have his crutch with his disability. And now I'm done.
Okay, that's fair, but Bucket, you brought as evidence 2 witnesses, but the witnesses are from the revolutionary side. So
Yes.
that
Alright,
brings a bit of...
May I
No,
question another
easy,
witness
easy.
then? May I question
Sure.
another witness?
Sure,
Sophie,
you will
come
be
to a
allowed.
stand.
Oh,
Sophie, if you don't mind.
oh my god. Holy
Were
shit.
you there the day Vedra died?
I was not.
Alright. Have you ever seen Glowstick, witnessed him doing anything violent or in league with the Revolutionaries?
I have not, because the revolutionaries live very far away from where I spend
But
most
you
of my
say
time.
you have witnessed things. You say you've been to events, you say you've been killed yourself, attacked, assaulted. You never saw Glowstick at any of these events?
I never saw most of the revolutionaries, yet there's still proof that they admitted it was them.
We already
As
established
a
that Glowstick's
group.
memory is very poor and therefore not a reliable source.
As a group, in Ghost Confession, it says that they admitted to things, they did things as a group.
Going through Ghost Confession, you'll actually find Glowstick is never mentioned.
There's a lot of members that aren't mentioned by name.
Yes, but
Yet
specifically never mentioned even by proxy. There is
As a
absolutely zero
group.
mention of Hero or Glowstick in that book, in that confession, in the testimony. Ghost even went up there himself, and I'm sure quite a few people will believe Ghost that, and the other two members, even if this could put their own verdicts on the line, that Hero is innocent.
I'm so glad I can canonically just mute myself.
You may return to your seat.
And just talk with my static.
I'd like to call Vedra to the stand.
I will allow it, Vedra, if you can.
It's getting... Oh my god, I feel
Vedra,
like
I'm
I'm in
aware
a soap
this may
opera
be a
right
very
now.
sensitive subject, but turning around, do you see anyone who has ever caused you harm?
Yes.
And who is it?
All of them.
All of them? Specifically, all 4 of them?
All of them as a group.
As a group. And what have you seen Glowstick do?
I haven't seen any of them do anything. That's the whole point. Is that they're
You haven't
secretive, they're
seen-
quiet, they do everything in the shadows. But I don't understand how you're able to say it doesn't count because I didn't see them do it when there's been evidence that they are all working together. They've all agreed that they're working together. They were found in the bunker together. They have all of this information together.
Also,
And that this group-
Glowstick is completely uninvolved besides by friendship because he's a very lonely, blind man.
By friendship.
By friendship. Friendship does not mean you associate directly with those people's actions.
He was in the base. He was in the base. Have you seen the base?
Yes, I've actually also been in the base with the Revolutionaries. Does that make me a revolutionary? Does that make me guilty?
Did you live there? Did you partake
No.
in the activities that they were doing? Did you help
No, and
plot
neither
and
did
assassinate
Glowstick.
the president? No.
Do you know? I actually know for sure.
Uh-oh.
Glowstick was never a part of those events.
That's not what everyone else is saying.
That's literally what 3 people said, but okay. Also, even your own vice president admitted they never saw Glowstick directly.
Well, nobody's seen any of them directly.
Yet you
Except
know these
Elf.
are revolutionaries? How do you know they're revolutionaries and not just some weirdos with a really cool base?
They admit to using invis potions.
What the hell?
So no one's
Do you
seen
have
them.
permission to speak?
Oh my
I'm sorry,
she's
that
the
was very out
lawyer.
of pocket of me. That was very
She's
out of
allowed
pocket
to
of me. I
object.
apologize, Your
It's
Honor.
okay. It's
I
okay.
apologize,
I'll
Your
allow
Honor.
it because
I apologize, Sophie. That was very out of pocket of me. Anyway. But so no one can ever say they've seen these people directly do anything bad.
This is better than any soap opera that was running on my
No.
TV face.
Vedra,
Ever.
this may be a very uncomfortable question. Do you know who killed you?
No.
Do you have any memory of your death?
No.
You may sit down. And after starting my speech about 3 different times now, I assure you I am finally done.
Okay, Bucket, you may take your seat. Okay, members of the jury, I assume you've all witnessed that, and I think if everyone's done, nobody has any objections. Members of the jury, you may now go to the meeting room to make your conclusion about Hero's fate, keeping in mind everything that everyone who has come to this stand has said.
It is.
Or you can just make a conclusion here. I was just
this was so
proposing
dramatic.
so you can go see also the evidence in the room if that's allowed, I think. Yes, okay. So if you would please follow me.
Bucket.
1 second, I actually forgot where the evidence room is. Where?
What's your gut feeling? What do you think? How did it went for you?
Do you need me to show
My
you where
heart
it
has
is?
never been beating this fast. I have no
Yes,
idea
I
what
would need
it's going
some.
to end up to be.
I would need some help locating the evidence room.
I'm coming.
It's second floor. I think
It's
that
right
door.
next to you, isn't it?
Here.
Yeah, it's that door.
It has a sign outside of it, I think.
Okay, yes.
So
Also,
this is the
if-
government.
If
this is
Sophie's
the
here,
rest.
I'm very sorry for just loudly claiming. Do you have permission to speak?
No, it's okay. That
It
was
was-
fair, actually, in a real court. I think that's how it happens.
You have permission.
It was one of,
I'm
I
sorry.
loved that. That was great.
it was one of those moments, you know, like it would be a great animation, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, I'm very sorry. That was very
It
good.
deserves to be memorialized.
Also, somebody in Alex's chat said that they now stan glow stick. So I think my case is going pretty well.
I can't. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you have the easiest client out of all of us. Like, literally.
Oh
no
yeah, no, I literally do. I said this.
Yeah.
Yes, I said this during the meeting. I have.
I feel like
the
there'd
easiest
have
client.
to
Look
have
at that
something
thing. He's
against
cowering
us.
behind a table. He can't see. He's
Yeah,
blind.
he even looks sad. He has like a permanent sad face, you know?
Yeah, permanent sad face.
I found it interesting how you were really like honing in on the lonely part of Hero.
The lonely
it's very funny that-
Very lonely
that I
and
do that
blind.
It's funny that I'm doing that because I literally am dating him.
And nobody
The
pointed
lonely.
Objection, conflict of interest.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm actually a
That has
lawyer, so that does not apply. Conflict of interest
Yeah.
is usually only when the witness is and jury is doing that. Does not apply to me. I love law
because
and
like
order.
people have personal
do that, we can
lawyers,
do
you
that.
know?
This sounds like a great idea.
Are the guards gonna punch me if I approach the glass and tap on it like they're fish?
Probably.
We it's fine. Long story short, we're having a trial right now if the revolutionaries are allowed to get out of prison or not. And each we have 4 of these revolutionaries. Each one has 1 lawyer and they will make their case. I will be the one who's having their case last with Ghost. Ghost was the revolutionary. And essentially Bucket's case that he was trying to make is Hero was just there having a good time, not knowing that's a revolutionary and just a group of anarchists trying to abolish the government. That was the case he was trying to make with a lot of fancy words.
May I ask how much
Much
time is
number
left
seven.
for the jury to make the decision?
Whenever we hear a bunch of beeps.
Does anyone have
All right.
Beep, beep, beep.
By the
I
way,
just realized I forgot something. I'll be right back.
I'd like to point out how funny it is that they have Technoblade here, despite Technoblade being actively against the government and would probably
Conflict
be on
of
the
interest.
revolutionary side.
He our
Oh,
side.
that's a good point.
They call up technical
Yes.
people like
They
this.
keep quiet and they won't know.
Are we not supposed to do that thing where like you put your hand on like the Bible and swear you're gonna tell the truth?
We're against the prison.
We're not
Sorry, Static.
religious, though.
I don't think we have a Bible.
I can write
That makes a
one.
lot of sense.
I can
There's a
wait one about
Technoblade
me.
right there.
Yeah,
Hey, Flowney, is it okay if I
Wait,
go
do we have
tap the
a
glass?
ghost cult?
You
Wouldn't
and
that be fair?
Ghost Bible.
Oh,
We're not breaking out. Please don't kill us, please.
Oh, never mind. I'm not. This is not helping your case. This is not helping your case.
For the record, not
How you doing
Harry.
over there?
I will
Wait,
say
wait,
that
wait.
is not
Here, wait,
me.
I have Deep Slate. Do you want to use Deep Slate? I have Deep Slate. Matches the color scheme.
Oh my
Yeah, you're right.
Yay.
It's okay.
Oh, we
He's
know.
black
That
and he's
was
also
not us,
lonely.
that was
you
you.
know?
It's okay, guys. He's blind.
Yeah, he's blind and lonely. That's fine.
Oh my god.
I'm also
Blind,
blind. I'm still
lonely
on
man.
trial.
He's only
Thank
lonely
you.
because his 2 partners are here watching him sit in a jail cell.
Alex scared me.
It's a fish tank.
Coming at me like that. Oh my god. The
No
gnome.
extra button.
You were sick, by the way.
Ooh, wait.
was
I
insane.
actually have glass. I have glass. I
Wait,
have
what?
pieces
You
of
did
glass
really well,
on me.
is what I'm trying to say.
Here, in case you guys need more glass, there's more glass. I have glass on me.
That's
It's my
glass
favorite
panes.
snack. It's my favorite snack. Leave me
I'm
alone.
so stressed.
I'm
wanna
worried
ask a
for
question
your
about that?
digestive system if glass is
Okay,
your
yeah,
favorite
this is-
snack.
That's a strong.
I have
yeah,
one
that's
of
a
the
strong.
hardest clients.
It's facts law.
I've
Yeah.
eaten a ballpoint pen. Do not question me eating glass ever again.
I
they
have
changing
multiple
axolotls?
questions.
You must have an
concerned about your lawyer.
extremely well. No,
My
very
answer.
powerful.
Welcome to the
My
SmileSMP,
answer-
everyone.
My answer is that I am American.
I'm an American
Good
too.
answer.
We don't eat pets. What do you mean?
At
Hey,
least
we
I'm
don't?
not from Ohio.
But I don't.
Fact.
I'm not from
Vedra?
Ohio either. We don't eat.
What?
Sorry for anyone who's in Ohio. I'm sorry that you live in Ohio.
I could never imagine living
I
in
don't
Ohio.
live in Ohio.
Ohio is real. It's
Ohio.
fine.
I do
And
not live
Ohio
in
is in
Ohio.
Ohio.
Ohio
yeah,
has
we're
like
from
3
Ohio.
buildings.
And a lake.
One of them is my uncle's house, and that's it.
They also have a surprisingly amount of astronauts that come from Ohio. You know?
It's because they want to leave.
Wait, that's
Exactly.
true.
Yeah, they just
Wait.
want to
Okay,
leave
Sophie.
Ohio so
people
bad
think
that they go to Spain.
People think Midwesterner accents sound British a lot.
What? Who is
What?
saying that? Who is saying that?
My entire childhood, I was told I sound British.
Guys,
no.
I have a proposition.
No, fully. This guy sounds so British. Like the first time I spoke to him, I was like,
You
"Where are
sound
from?"
British.
I
no.
am British.
Well, that's why I don't like you so far.
It's
British
fine. I don't like any of
derogatory.
the Americans.
Oh God. Okay.
I
The
wish
only
I
American Sophie likes is me. Get over it.
Pop
Dylan,
off. Pop
Can
off.
we,
I
like,
you know that's not correct.
Suggest something.
I know it's not correct. Don't worry. I know everyone you like. Don't worry.
Okay, we're not discussing that.
What?
Dylan, please do not
Oh,
out me on like 5 different streams.
No, I'm not. Don't worry. I got you.
Can I please
Oh,
request
Alex.
someone clips when I told Sophie to basically shut up?
Alex, I
Okay,
assume that you're the one who put the signs around, correct? Here are like a lot of your signs.
I want some signs.
Oh, okay.
I'll take more. I could always use some signs.
That was you.
No. I wasn't the one.
Okay, I
Really?
think
sure
we've
about that?
made our decision. I think this
Oh.
sign proves everything.
No, you know what? I think Alex needs to be put on trial for vandalism.
I agree. Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
Listen,
While
one
we're
second.
waiting-
one second.
While we're waiting for the jury. While we're waiting for the jury.
At least
Alex is
we can say that
innocent.
one
Winter-
thing. One
I'm
thing
sure
that
this
came
is what
out good
happens
of the
during the
vandalism
vocal.
is a pool. We now have a public pool.
We do have
Yeah.
a pool.
We do.
My Ford F-150 is parked outside.
I thought you broke
Is it?
I see.
No, it genuinely is. You guys want to go? Can we take a break? Can we take a quick recess to go look at my Ford F-150?
Can we come?
Can we see the
Yes,
bill?
come on, guys. We're gonna go look at my Ford F-150.
Alright.
While we wait for the jury to come to a decision.
Objection relevant.
This is totally relevant.
It's a recess. I'm allowed to go look at
It's
my
recess.
Ford
It's
F-150.
recess.
Could we walk 5 meters from the cell to see
Let
the
us
pool?
out.
Huh?
Just look
This
out
is
the
my
window.
Ford. This is my Ford
Can't see it
F-150.
from the window.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
This is my Ford F-150.
Objection. Who asked?
Don't worry.
The
I think
only,
you did any
only
answers.
car. This is the only car in the entire SMP, and I crashed it yesterday. Yes, you get shotgun. We're dating.
It's sad we
Sorry,
don't have a
PDA.
mechanic.
Why are you
Do you have
on
a
my
license?
hood? We don't need a license. There are no laws here, and this is the only car that exists on the entire server.
Do you got a permit?
Do you?
Yeah,
Do you have a permit to drive this
back there?
F-150?
I actually do. It's here. Wait.
Any Oscars?
You got
One
a
moment.
piece of paper?
Objection, no bitch.
No bitch.
There we go. See, there it is, right there.
What is it?
Bucket parking spot. See.
Ah, I see. Okay, so
Yeah. Thank you.
This
And
is
to
what
prove it,
we
here's a
do.
bucket.
This is what we do when the
It
jury's
is,
not
in fact, a
home.
bucket.
go.
Well, it's water, but you used a bucket.
What is it?
So
Ow! You
Oh.
pushed me.
I'm also
That
a
was
used
rude.
bucket.
What?
Guys.
Noodle, get out my car.
Wait.
It's a real rock hard moment.
Being pushed.
Did someone drop a fish?
Yes, it did.
Oh,
Would he drop a fish? Yes, actually.
But Alex,
I
Alex,
said,
did you
this
put
was
the
a real
signs
rock
on
No,
there?
hard
I
moment.
didn't. I don't
Oh.
have any signs.
How long
What?
is the jury gonna take? Who put gay baby jail on there? Wait, I did.
Is the jury gonna take this long for
I put gay
everybody?
baby
Oh, hey,
jail.
hey, speaking
Oh,
of,
I think the jury
We
is
are
coming.
back.
Guys,
Okay,
seats,
and the jury is done.
seats.
we lost a lawyer.
Guys, silence.
Oh
Oh
god.
god, that's a lawyer that's next up.
Oh no.
Well, we have to hear. We have to hear.
Yeah,
we have
but-
to hear their,
Yeah, we still have the
decision
jury, so
first.
don't worry
Oh
about
no,
it.
we don't hear to the end. I thought.
It's fine. Just
Oh.
do the person
Alex
after
Hydra
that
got.
person.
Alex, someone who reviewed
I did
hydrate.
yeah, I hydrated. It's
Good,
fine.
Good.
My
Do you like my
why
cord
can you hear my
150?
static? Can you please explain why you can hear my static?
I am a god of mugmen.
Beatrix D would like to know your location.
I am in your head.
Don't tell
I
that
see
to Beatrix
everything
D.
you see.
Ooh, I hope you're over 18 if you're in my head. I'm sorry, but
Wait, did we
What?
need to
I
did we need to
also
set
a lot
like
of
charges and stuff?
listen, I
Hey,
just think
yo.
about the hot tub stream, you know, that is being promised.
What?
Ghost,
Okay,
what
anyway,
you
let's
do?
do this.
Yeah, okay, the jury
Well,
members
let's hear.
ready. Okay, so I have to ask if you guys have a representative who is going to speak on behalf of everyone, or I can ask everyone, each one of you, to say if a hero is either guilty or not guilty. So, or
Someone have
if
the
you have,
book?
Who has the
can.
book?
I have our notes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's okay, guys.
Should we just go through each one, or?
Yeah, one charge each at a time, and then the consensus of the jury for each one.
Okay. So, Tupilchan, I'll have to ask you, do you think hero is guilty or not guilty?
Account. We had several charges.
Yes. And do you think he should remain in prison or not?
I think he should not remain in prison.
Okay. AlexClaains?
That's surprising.
I also think he should not remain in prison.
Oh.
Okay. Gaming One Child?
I also think he should not remain in prison.
Okay. Abducted Entity?
I also think that he should not remain in prison.
Okay, Little Omega and Nar?
I also prison.
Okay. Okay, so I think it's anonymous. Hero gets to walk free. He should not remain in prison at least.
Give me my boyfriend.
Let's go! Celebratory for
Free my
the
mans.
reunion of Bucket and Hero.
Okay,
Yes, Fauny, if you could open the...
Oh my god.
Oh, this is so sweet.
Spicy's so
Okay.
glad. I feel like an
Let's go
idiot.
get you a seat. Are you not
Yeah,
wearing
okay.
pants?
What?
Okay,
Okay,
they're shorts.
okay,
They're
okay.
shorts.
I
They're shorts.
was
Anyway,
about
go.
to say, decent exposure back in the south.
Let's stand off to the side. Come on. Noodle, get down.
Okay, I think we're short on time, so we have to move on. The next defendant is Elevener, and their lawyer Rexmin. I hope Fauny, if you could. So
One is
again,
out,
the
3 more to
defendant
go.
can either act as a witness or they can choose to remain silent. Okay, Rexmin, please.
Okay. Elle's lawyer, I want to assure you Elle did participate in the revolutionary activities as they pleaded guilty in most of the accuses. But they aren't dangerous. Across all the revolutionary activities, they never pleaded for violence. They never advertised violence, and only did what they did because they were part of the whole group, and they did believe against the government. But they don't deserve to be in prison any longer, because they wouldn't. They've seen the chaos that the revolution has caused, and they wouldn't want that to happen again.
Thank you for the follow.
Especially because Elle is one of the few revolutionaries who actually died in the fight. We have multiple proofs of this, and Soph mentioned it too. in Ghost's confession, he mentions Elle dying when they attacked at the election. So Elle actually suffered consequences from the action already. As for the rigging of the TNT of the guard who killed Elle, Elle actually didn't want revenge, and I have proof of this here. This is from Elodie's journal. Elodie was one of the revolutionaries, a friend of Elle, and this was written like the day it happened, so it's very much truthful. And it specifies Elle didn't want to join in the rigging. This is just a copy of the book. It's in the evidence. The jury can go look at it. But it pretty much shows Elle never wanted violence. Elle didn't want to cause any violence. They were worried about the government, and they were part of the revolutionaries. The revolutionaries were actually the only people Elle knew, really. But they should be free to go because they aren't a violent person. They aren't dangerous.
Okay.
Other points I wanted to make is that this was mentioned by Erie before when objecting on Soph. There isn't really a reason to put people in prison when there are no laws. It doesn't really make sense. If there isn't a law, there is no prison. There isn't any... it doesn't really make sense. So, as much as, yes, killing and murder, and that's bad on its own, the government, I don't think, had any right to put any of these people in prison, as they didn't objectively write any laws. And those are my main points.
Okay, thank you. That was good. Okay, so the jury members, I hope they all understood the evidence. Thank you for the evidence. Do you have any witnesses to call?
Witnesses would be the revolutionaries themselves. I know Ghost could witness for Elle just being not a violent person. I don't know if Ghost wants to come out here and make a statement, but that's...
I'll allow it, yes. Just be short.
I'm not with the government. I'm friends with the government. I'm friends with the president, and this hot fella is my sugar baby. Sugar daddy.
Just a few questions, yeah.
As someone who knew Elle and actually saw what happened and everything, can you oblige for the fact that Elle didn't really cause violence?
Yes, I can testify that Elle always tried to talk the group down from violence and always encouraged less violent methods of proceeding with our plans.
Also, I'm not short.
And to my knowledge, they did not, aside from the weather, they did not commit any of the attacks themselves.
Okay, thank you, Ghost. Thank you, Rexman.
Yeah.
I would like to point out, however, we can't overlook the fact that Elle actually admitted to some of these charges against them, which includes attempted murder and aiding and abetting. So the jury has to take account this. Thank you for the evidence and thank you for the witness. If you don't have anything else.
Yes, about obviously pleading guilty. Elle did murder. It did cause death. What she did in the revolution, but it was just a result of everything else that was going on. They wouldn't cause death again. That's what I'm most trying to point out.
Okay, so manslaughter, basically. Okay, yeah. Understood. Thank you very much. And the jury members, I hope you all understood the Rexman case. And I think it's time to decide the Leavener's fate, basically. So again, the same procedure.
Are we not doing cross-examinations?
Cross-examination.
Could you please explain what that is?
Where Soph would then be able to state her case against the defendant.
No, Soph doesn't get a case.
I mean, obviously I know what that is, but could you please explain what that is?
What is?
Cross-examination.
Well, because all that the only part of this trial that has happened so far for Ellen Ever is defense. There's been nobody saying anything against them. So it's very biased.
Did you miss Soph's entire speech at the beginning?
Well, yeah, but we're doing individual trials, or are we just doing that as a catch-all for everybody?
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I misunderstood. Soph, would you like to actually come and make an accusation against the Leavener?
I would consider myself neutral because I am friends with both sides, but I am still here to get Ghost out of prison because I think it's the right thing.
Okay, no problem.
You just have to give me a second.
Oh, it's okay. I think I might have misunderstood the process of this trial.
No, you're fine.
No, so as a judge, I take responsibility. Technoblade, you're with me, right?
Okay, so in Ghost's confession, it does actually mention that Elle was one of the original people that was helping to plant the bomb in Izzy Fox's house, and so they were one of the main people that actually killed and basically came up with the idea to kill Izzy Fox, and it's mentioned in the confession. So there's actual
Alex is
physical
3 feet
evidence
tall.
that this person
True, not
did
fake.
wrong. They murdered and also conspired and also assisted with a crime.
May I object?
Yes, you may.
About that evidence, I have read it and I have seen it. That is from Ghost's point of view. That's what Ghost saw. The evidence I showed earlier, this is about that. This is about when the bomb was about to be planted. It clearly reads, Ash found out about Elle's death. She wanted revenge. Elle didn't want to join. They did end up planting the bomb. I do believe Elle herself didn't plant the bomb, but was there and definitely ended up agreeing to it. But it wasn't their idea. Elle didn't really want to take revenge. They were scarred. They definitely didn't like whoever killed them. But it wasn't their idea to take revenge and plant the bomb.
You can read up
They
about
still
the
assisted with the
Revolutionaries
crime
also.
and therefore assisted with the idea and just the death.
That is true, but it was from past events. It wouldn't happen again. That's true. They did assist with the death.
Also,
but I
at
just wanted
the
to clear up.
election-
It wasn't their idea.
At the election, they attempted to set off many withers, but they were stopped. They were killed before they could, and if they actually had set off them withers, they would have endangered the lives of many, many people on this server. Innocent people, the guards, probably their own team, they would have possibly sacrificed. And honestly, it's a good job that they were stopped, because many lives were saved from that. And that's all I really have to say.
About the withers, that was a planned thing from all the revolutionaries, so it wouldn't be all the blame on Elle just because Elle was the one meant to do it. That's a general thing that the revolutionaries did. I don't think it was even Elle's idea, because as we saw, Elle didn't really want to cause any violence.
Well, idea or not, it was still them that was attempting to put together the Wither. Therefore,
it was still... That's still just an attempt to something. It surely counts less than actually killing someone or causing a terrorist attack or something.
I mean, it was attempted terrorism. I don't think they were forced. Like, I don't think they had a axe or a sword to their head, but they did it out of their own free will.
But they actually didn't. They were meant to do it. It didn't actually happen because they were killed before. We don't know if they actually would have, even if they didn't die. We can't know what what would have happened because it didn't.
That's true. It is attempted terrorism. That is correct, actually.
But it's just attempted. Like.
Yeah.
It's
so
just
because it was stopped,
attempted.
it's okay.
It's just attempted. It doesn't matter. It still matters, attempted or not.
I'm not denying that it matters, but I agree with this statement. I agree it was attempted terrorism.
Yes.
But it wouldn't happen again. That's the most important thing.
Well, that's because they're in jail. It can't happen again. That's the reason they're in jail, is so they can't possibly endanger the lives of the entire server.
They wouldn't even if they were out of jail, and they don't think they deserve to be in jail because of this. They have seen the consequence of their actions. They know better than cause terrorism again after they have been in jail.
They've been in jail for, what, 3 months? A little bit longer? I don't think attempted terrorism, as well as the other charges that they admitted and pleaded guilty to, is long enough. I personally think that they should be there longer. I don't think 3 months is long enough for just one of the charges.
Well, I guess the jury will have to judge on that.
It is up to the jury after all.
Another thing, I wanted to call up another witness about the bomb thing that we skipped over that because we started talking about the withers, but about the rigging the bomb thing.
Sure.
Could I ask Ash as a witness? I'll show you.
Sure. I will allow it. Okay, that door is up.
Okay.
So you were there when this whole bomb rigging happened. What can you say about it? Was it your idea? Was it Elle's idea?
I will admit it was my idea. I took it to the Revolutionaries because I was angry. Elle didn't have anything to do with planting the bombing. She didn't want to do the bombing. She stayed at the house as well. We went and rigged it. She didn't have anything to do with it, and she didn't want to be a part of it.
Okay. If that's all, Elsie, you're free to go back. Thank you, Rexmin. I think the members of the jury took into account everything that you said and the witness said. If that's all?
I think that's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Members of the jury, again, the same procedure. You will be deciding the fate of Elle. So, I guess you can either decide here or go back to the room with the evidence, however you would like.
Who's getting hit?
How you feeling, Rex?
Are we getting a lunch break?
I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous.
Hey, you did great. You did good. You did good.
You did
Great.
good.
You
I?
did good. You did good.
Okay.
Look,
I
if I
tried-
was able
tried
to
my
do
best.
this, look, I literally have him out of jail. Hello there,
Meow.
guard with shiny sword. Anyway, I literally got this man out of jail. You guys have hope.
Meow.
Remember,
You had the
remember.
easiest case. It's
I'm
an
very-
old blind
I literally
man.
left the lawyer meeting like an hour early, and I was there like
God.
half an hour late, and I still
Hi,
got him
Epic.
out of jail.
I didn't even talk in the lawyer
Hello.
meeting. I didn't.
Like I win these.
I'm not swimming over here. I'm fine.
So when will we be getting paid for this, by the way? No.
Yeah.
I think your sugar daddy
I went
will
up
pay for
there.
you.
I want
Talking
money
about
now.
getting paid.
I'll pay for you with.
When
I'll
do
pay
I
you
get
with,
paid?
What?
No.
Hang on.
Oh, God.
No, we
Oh
did not
my
need to know
God.
that.
What?
What?
Please do not discuss such matters in the court.
I'm going into my truck. I'm going into my F4 and F-150.
I
No,
wanna
you're
see
not
your
coming
Fun.
with me.
I
No,
wanna see your
no.
Ford.
What?
Oh yeah, you didn't get to see it. Wait. Come on, guys. We're taking
What is
another trip to the
happening?
Ford
Okay.
F-150. We're taking another trip to the Ford F-150.
Yeah, you know, we have a break to go look at the Ford F-150 for like moral support.
Can we see the pill yet?
At the end, we're gonna take a picture of all the freed revolutionaries on the Ford
That
F-150.
hot boy is my moral support. I don't need a fort.
Also, I
Hope-
don't know what you guys were thinking about.
hopefully
Ghost
Ghost will be
bucket
here.
with emeralds and stuff. You guys are just weird.
Sit in. I love
You're
that.
paid?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm getting paid?
But we can't
God.
get paid
I mean-
if our clients don't get out. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Erie, you can get in
them
the
out to
truck.
get paid.
But
Look, Alex,
front
I
is
can
more
pay
fun.
you, but
I
only
agree
if
with
I
Erie
get
on
out.
this one.
yeah.
Azuri, please don't
With
let
a
me
hot
take you
tub
with the truck.
stream.
I can't pay you from
Thanks,
prison,
Azuri.
okay? You
sorry.
gotta let me out.
Sorry, do you have anything to say with Ash's child? Like, would you like me to call you up as a witness? I'm not too sure what I'd say about it, but...
That's up to you.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know how... I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know half of these charges.
I did it like 2 days ago.
Exactly,
I
like
think-
lawyer trial.
Oh
I just
I think
found out,
Elshi
like,
is having
this-
some blood pressure
like,
issues.
like,
They seem to keep
suppressing
passing
all
out.
this and everything, and I'm just sitting over
back
here.
on
I'm
the
like, I
server.
thought I had
Posture
the easiest
check
case, and
everyone
I'm
in the city hall right this instant.
Very
why do we have
bad.
to do it? And that's out of session, so don't take into account any of that.
It was only a
Ewa, what is going on in your mic
Number
background?
1 victory royale
Me?
yeah, Fortnite we bout to get
Hero.
down. 10 kills on the board right now, just wiped out Tomato Town.
Hang on.
It sounds like you're listening to like heavy metal bass or something.
No,
It was only attempted terrorism.
Is it like housework? It sounds like a hammer.
Yeah, we're getting new siding on
Can
our
you
house.
tell me I'm handsome?
What?
Alex,
What?
Alex, ironically,
It's been a while.
Nice.
I didn't know you guys could hear the hammer noise.
Leave
It's
the
like-
fish
Hey.
alone.
I think since this is gay baby jail, we should just put Alex in there with them.
No.
You're not going back in.
So, can I, just to lift my spirits a little?
Ghosts, we're twinsies. We both have purplish eyes and white hair.
Can you shut up? I'm talking to my sugar daddy.
And I'm talking to my new twin brother. Just fighting over.
No?
Hey, what's
Oh, wait,
happening?
I'll just put on Ash's
I'm not
skin and
doing
double
that.
under Rizal.
God,
and get a
Rizal,
head
that was
start.
been amazing.
Get out. Get civilians and freed prisoner
No,
out.
the jury leaves and
Freed
chaos
Why
prisoners.
is the jury in here?
I mean,
Yeah.
if Kira wants to go back again.
No, get out here. Now.
Okay, you.
See, it was like that
Fabulous.
thing I suggested on Friday where you like go up and like you see
Ow.
how they're not
Look at you.
dangerous and
Come on,
They make it
jury, make it
really-
fast.
Oh, is the
So
jury
anyways,
ready?
do I get that I'm handsome? You can say it once?
You're
The
handsome.
jury is taking too long.
There we go. Anyways.
Jury.
My brain hurts. I don't like being a lawyer. I think I might
You
change.
Oh, you
same.
know, you
I
can
haven't used my
say
brain in so
and
long.
just
It
not
sucks.
say anything and let us go.
Oh god, the judge is back. The judge is back.
Everyone to the places
Are they
act
back?
like real
Oh my
professionals.
god.
No! Court of law!
Where?
Oh, they're coming back. They're coming back. I wasn't doing anything.
We were looking at the Ford F-150. It's purple.
We were just looking at the hot boy that is contained in there.
Okay, understandable.
One of us was.
I must be blind.
I'm just reading what the sign says, okay?
Yep.
Okay, so the members of the jury are back. Excuse me, take a bite. Okay, so the same procedure. I will ask each one of you if you think L gets to walk free or if they remain in prison.
For this
we have
one,
a spokesperson.
Yeah, we jury discussed and we have decided on like having speakers for all of us.
Okay, that's perfect. Please go ahead.
Okay, I will be speaking for this case. So the jury have discussed and we decided that we found them guilty, but we would like them to go on probation for 6 months.
Okay, thank you. I think that's final. That's a final decision. So, probation. Okay. Probation for how long again?
6 months.
6 months. Okay. Thank you. Okay, the next defendant is Alshay, and her lawyer, Eurydice, please, if you can come forward to the stand. Actually, my bad. I have decided that Soph will be the prosecutor and will make the accusation first. Soph, please. So it will be each individual charges. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so Ash has pleaded guilty to pretty much everything. I would say that they're one of the main people that came up with some of the ideas in the group. There's evidence of this, there's proof. The main one obviously being like attempted murder, manslaughter, things like that. And especially that one quote that I read out in the first part where they said, hang on, let me find it. That Alshay did suggest blowing them up, which I assume to be a joke. However, in hindsight, may not have been, as many suggestions like this were made as time went on. This, the first time, was pretty hard-hitting, I would say. But reading it out again, the fact that things like this were said multiple times, to the point where even Ghost thought, hang on, maybe this isn't a joke. Maybe they're actually being serious about this. Kind of, it makes you think that maybe there is someone worse than Ghost. Maybe there is someone worse than most of them. That they are pretty much just saying, yeah, it's okay to blow them up. Haha, trying to make it a joke. But honestly, just waiting for someone to agree. So they're like, yeah, actually, it was a good idea. Personally, Alshay should not be free. At all. They should be there for a long time. They've said many things. They've participated in many things as well. And you heard my examination, my questions earlier. So I have nothing further to say. Alshay should remain in prison, and hopefully you can see the evidence and agree.
Okay, thank you, Sop. Now the defendants get to make their case. Alshay, please come, and your lawyer, Yuri. You can... Ash, right here?
Yep, sorry.
Okay, there you go, I'm letting you free. Okay.
Alright, I'd like to elaborate on what Soph said. A lot of the evidence that we're using is in Ghost's confession, which he also included that Elle helped blow up Fox. So I ask everyone in the jury to please make note of everything may not be accurate. I am not trying to deny anything that Ash has done that has been accused of her, because there's quite a bit of evidence against her. So I'm definitely not going to be saying that she's innocent. However, I would like to talk about the law that we all have, or the lack thereof. Thank you for taking the time to appear on court today, ladies, gentlemen, variations thereupon. I am here representing Ash, who was arrested and imprisoned without a trial, which I am under the impression is not against the law. Now that begs
Thank
the
you for
question,
sticking around.
what is the law? Do we as a nation have rights? Do we have written rights or laws accessible to the general public so they know what they are and are not allowed to do? I've looked through the library and consulted other people on this matter, and to no avail. How is one expected to know what they're supposed to do and what they're doing is right?
Thank you, Hero.
What is against the law if they do not know the law?
Thank you for giving
And if
us
there
up.
are no laws and no rights to an individual, then what's to stop the government from becoming corrupt? Who's to say they aren't already? It seems to me like although we're the ones on the defending side, the ones who should really be explaining are the prosecutors. You cannot claim something is illegal without first stating what isn't legal. How can you claim these charges against Ash or any of these people when, by definition, charges are used to describe the type of crime one commits? How is anything one does against a crime when crimes are quite literally illegal activities and we don't have a legal system? Laws protect our general safety and ensure our rights as citizens against abuses by other people, by organizations, and by the government themselves. What's to stop that position from happening in our nation? Who's deciding right and wrong at their own leisure, applying rules to wherever they seem fit without any consolation of those in the lower classes who are not part of the government? Ladies, gentlemen, variations thereupon. In this case before you, it is not the defendant that has to prove she is innocent, but the prosecutor to establish that she is guilty beyond all reasonable doubt. The government has not met that burden. I ask you all to put yourself in this young woman's shoes, as well as the other defendants in this case. Is it not concerning how easily one can be imprisoned at the government's orders without the right to defend oneself? Is this not an easily exploitable loophole in which those in power can use to hold above the heads of citizens like the defendants, like us? Who's to say this can't happen as easily as to you, to your family, to your friends? These were in prison for like 3 months without a trial. Do not look at Ash and see her as the prosecution has tried to paint her as, but for who she is, someone who was unable to defend herself and was imprisoned without the ability to contest the prosecutors. How is it only now that they have a voice? What happened about before? Please ask yourself this question. What is legal and illegal in the eyes of the law? And why is this question so difficult to answer? Ash, would you like to elaborate on any of that?
I do agree it's unfair that we were in prison for 5 months. Am I muted? No, not.
Yeah.
Thank
we were in prison for 5 months without having some sort of trial. We just had our base stormed and we had our place threatened to be blown up. So while yes, we did cause harm to the government, and I will admit we did cause harm to the government as it is clearly shown, they also did storm into our area, like our home, and they threatened one of our members and threatened to blow up our houses. We never threatened to blow up your houses. We never threatened to blow up like places you loved and got held dearly. Those were places we made memories. Those are places of love. Those weren't places of war. We never brought war talk back home. It was all just in a bunker, which you guys proceeded to storm and threaten to kill us.
Thank you.
I'd also like to include that.
Thank you for the resub.
You guys make a lot of mention about the murder that took place by the Revolutionaries, apparently. But you never mentioned about the member who was murdered. You never had any trial against them. You never arrested a prosecution. You only took into account murder when it was on the other side. So that's all I have to say. Anything else?
We were hurt by Pope's death, but we didn't come back at you guys for Pope's death because we realized what we did to Fox is wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, that is all. Members of the jury, please decide Elshin's fate.
So, Ford F-150 brick?
Holy shit.
Holy fuck, I stumbled on my book so bad.
This has been very concerning.
That was insane, but like in a slash pause way. What the fuck?
I think I stumbled on my book.
Honestly.
So bad.
That was so
What is your
good.
confession?
It was really good.
That was
Yuri,
really good.
Yuri, I do
You
have
know
to
what?
say,
Vedra,
Yuri.
no offense, love you for having the server, but honestly, L. Please don't ban me. I just got banned.
Oh my god.
I just got banned, guys.
Yuri,
Sorry.
your
literally
voice
just
is
got banned.
amazing. I don't
It
think I've
is.
ever said this, but
Is
your
this
voice
what we
amazing.
call?
Guys, do you want to go check out my Ford F-150?
Oh my
It literally says bucket on it.
Thank you for the
We
bits,
can easily
Hero.
change that, don't worry.
Oh,
Oh, this is homophobic.
Holy shit, we finished the hype train? What the fuck?
Woo!
Sorry.
Doesn't
Other
mean I'm
people are alive.
canonically dead.
You're welcome. I
Yes.
speed ran your hype train for you.
There's a
Alex,
hype train in
canonical
my
hype
head.
train.
In your head.
That's a hype train in my head.
You switched to the hype channel.
Does this mean I'm canonically dead?
Oh no. Died
Everyone's
at the
canonically
trial.
dead if you think about it.
Well,
Oh, haha.
you're not wrong.
Of course,
Canonical advice in action. Let's go.
What the hell? Okay, thank you.
Canonical report.
I'm sorry, but the hammer is so funny.
White streak in my hair, but no stress
No
now.
stress
Same
now.
other guys looking like a mess now.
Look at us now. Driving up those tracks, but I'm back at it. Okay.
I've seen
White streak in my hair, but it's just my entire.
No, very good vibes. You know, my stream is very friendly towards lurkers. I also saw that someone I called Angiephobic or something used the lurker thingy. I'm really thankful, by the way. I noticed you, and I hope all my lurkers and chat are having a good time in the background. I appreciate you being here.
There she goes.
No, they're saying oh shit because Vedra exited.
God! Oh, there she goes.
Hey God, could you just like TP me out of here like real quick?
Hey God, can you vouch for Revolutionaries?
Let us out, please,
I'm
God.
afraid for you.
Oh my God, God.
A lot.
God noticed me.
Hey God, can I have a singular potato?
God, can I have
you
netherite
not pull
blocks?
any sus shit?
God, can you like not say anything in defense of the government that your daughter's
I
on?
want my rights.
God help
back.
us.
Oh shit.
Help us, God.
Where is God?
Oh wait, hang on.
Cool. God isn't here. God's gone.
Is it just
God
me
is
or
here
did the
in
weather
spirit.
just get worse?
Okay, everyone, order in the court.
Oh.
Order, please.
God just
I
joined the
was
game.
not
You
gonna-
asking for order?
Guys, is it just me or is it not sunny anymore?
Can you see
I
the
can't
sun?
tell. It's Waddle.
Yeah, no,
rain?
it's raining.
Where is the sun?
Heavily raining. Jesus Christ!
It is
I'm
raining.
hydrophobic.
Okay, members of the
Oh, my
jury.
God's up there.
The jury
my
has
God.
returned,
Where?
everyone.
It's raining.
Okay.
Oh wait,
I
shit!
have
God's on the
less
roof in the
authority.
puddle. Guys, look.
Okay, members of the jury, please.
Okay.
Yep.
Please, your verdict.
We have decided that Ash is guilty to all charges, and shall remain in the prison, but on good behavior in 6 months we will revisit the case.
Okay.
Hey, I found Iron.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, members of the jury. Thank you very much. That's the verdict. Okay, we have no choice but to move on to the next defendant, which is Ghost, and his lawyer, Alex. Guys, please come to the stand.
Are they
Ghost,
mentally
yeah,
okay,
please.
or is this like a breakdown? Eerie.
Go.
Eerie.
I found a cave.
Eerie, I'm gonna put down
Eerie.
some water for you. Come up.
I'm
Eerie,
okay.
please.
I'll feed you
Eerie, please.
sometime.
Eerie, please come up. Eerie, please.
I just
Okay.
don't under, so I think I'm better off underground.
Is it a sign of protest, Eerie?
Sure.
Yeah, God is on the roof. Eerie is in hell. I think Eerie is the devil.
Is that a rubber duck up there?
I just had the devil defend me, Grant.
Is there a rubber duck?
Oh, hey, I found the water.
They'll be fine.
Okay, Alex, please go
Let's
on.
all listen to the TV while they stare at God.
I found a lush cave.
All right. Now, before I speak on behalf of my client, I want to give him the chance to be heard first.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Ghost. We've heard a lot during this trial today, from the government, the revolutionaries, their lawyers, and witnesses. We are the last case on this list, and you're the last person being heard, despite sitting in the main cell, isolated by everyone else. So please, for the first time, look around to everyone on the server, ready to listen to your point of view, without judgment or interruption. Let us hear your view on the story.
We, as a group, well, I was the one to send out the invitations, but we started the Revolutionaries as a group because we genuinely believed that the government was going to be harmful to the server. We thought we were acting in the server's best interests, and looking back now, we were wrong. We never gave opportunity to hear the government's side in full willingness to hear what they were trying to say. We immediately jumped to violence, and I think the government were right to stop us. Looking now, I've been in prison for 3 months in what I will describe as awful conditions. Walking to the trial today was the first time I've felt wind, seen grass, seen sunlight in 3 months. I feel like I've been punished for my actions, but if the jury decide today that I deserve worse, then I will accept that.
Okay, God, you know what? You don't have to be that dramatic. So anyways, what you've heard here right now is someone who's truly feeling guilty for what he's done. Yes, he did things. He hurt people. He hurt Soph. He hurt the other, he scared the rest of the government the whole time. That is factual, and he's admitting that thoroughly. But I do believe that he is good at heart. And at the end of the day, he just tried to do the best. What is the best for the server? And I'm not just saying that out of my ass. Pardon, the word. You can also read that up in all the evidence we have up in that locker. Just to quote some of the things that he has said in the confessions. The first quote is from page 3 in the confession from him. I did not intend the group to be violent, and our intent in meeting was to ensure our and the rest of the SMP's safety against a potentially corrupt government. The second quote, page 7 to 8. We chose a firework as we could use a weak one that would give nothing but mild burns, and that it should be aimed carefully to make sure innocent people in the crowd weren't hurt. The third quote, on page 9, Tigress immediately began suggesting many violent things, such as rigging the entire podium to blow up with TNT. Some members of the group were starting to agree with this plan, but myself and others shut it down. Quote 4, page 20. I found out while spying around the main SMP that Tigress had died because she shot into Church Prime, which was full of people hiding from the fighting. This went against everything we had agreed and I thought we stood for. The fifth quote, I didn't know what to do but encourage the others to search for non-violent ways of proceeding from page 33. Those were, at least partly, also quotes we have heard Soph already using at the beginning of her speech. But I want to add one more. And I'm very sorry to admit this, Ghost, but we have your diary in the locker.
What?
And one of the entries on page 56, entry 55, which I am assuming means that Ghost has written diaries for quite some time, says, PvP practice did not go well today. I'm worried for when we next have to fight. They died last time, and I can still 1v3 them. I would hate to try to stop them from fighting for what they believe in, but at the cost of their life, I'm just a PvP guy, not the decision maker. I can only try plan as best as I can to make sure we all get out alive next time. I won't let there be another Pope Cat. So, for those wondering who Pope Cat is, or might have forgotten, that was one person from the Revolutionaries who also died. Killed by a member of the TOS who were contracted by the government at the time to protect them. During spying on them, they lost their life and never returned. We don't know where they are. That provoked quite some emotions in Revolutionaries, you would say, which also Ash told us about previously, that they wanted revenge for that. But this page also concludes and kind of proves that Ghost was never the leader. They were all equal. And he only lied that he was the leader to protect the members of the Revolutionaries. So from the beginning to the end, the only thing he wanted to do was protect people, be it the Revolutionaries or the rest of the SMP. Now, that also means that a lot of the people, at least the ones I have met on this SMP so far, I never really met someone who was scared of Ghost or would feel threatened by Ghost other than the government themselves. To be fair, I wasn't there from the very beginning, but I, at least, am considering Ghost affiliate my friends, and I am feeling safe around him, but I'm not the only one. So I would like to get Maddie up to the stand as a witness.
Okay, that would be allowed.
Is this where I stand?
Yes, exactly. So, Maddie is one of my neighbors and also met Ghost while we hang out one time before the imprisonment happened. Maddie, what do you think about Ghost Affiliate? What was your first impression of Ghost?
My first impression of Ghost was that he was funny and he was just like chill. We could hang out, just talk, and there wasn't any like awkward silence or any like worry. We were just like hanging out, chilling, talking, walking around, having fun.
Did at any point in time you feel threatened or at fear of your life with Ghost around?
No, as I said, from what from my understanding, Ghost is very calm, nice, and at no point in time did I ever feel unsafe or threatened while hanging out with Ghost.
Would you say that Ghost was actually the one who was the most scared during the whole event?
Yeah, when we were walking around, Ghost didn't feel as though it was safe for him to be on the server, and he was walking around with us with like invisibility potions, and he was invisible and stayed quiet almost the whole time when we were talking to other people.
Thank you. Now, what I want to add here is that the government wanted to imprison all of them. But Ghost feared for his life the whole time he was with me. And I'm not saying that this fear was absolutely justified. It was because he had an unusual big fear of the government. He had some thoughts how the government would act, similar to the revolutionaries, how the revolutionaries act to when some of their people died, which was also kinda just further proven when we, for example, asked Dylan, someone from the government, how he would react if he stumbled over Ghost. And while Ghost was standing next to me, invisible, he said I would kill him on sight. And Maddie was there to prove this. Now, I'm not saying that the government is inherently a bad one and that the revolutionaries and everything that they have done is justified, okay? The government was also scared because they were also human. So I can absolutely understand that Dylan, having to go through the loss of his sister once, would react in such an emotional manner and answer in such a manner. And at the end of the day, they kept the promise to keep the revolutionaries alive and put them into prison. But it provoked and just fueled the fear that Ghost had in his heart from the beginning, and that started the whole idea that the government is a threat. But I'm not standing here to just say, oh yeah, everything's fine, you know? We should all just forget what Ghost did, because again, Ghost is regretting it. Ghost knows what he has done. We all know what he has done. The vault with the evidence knows what he has done. And to deny this is stupid and doesn't bring us anywhere. But the government promised that the prison is not there to just put people aside and let them rot. The prison is there so the people would feel guilty for what they have done, learn, and get back into society. Find their way back into the society and lose all these thoughts that they have about everyone. This fear that they are in danger from the government. So I personally want Ghost to get out of prison and be on probation because he has suffered enough in this cell. He was put in the isolation cell, which is the worst one I have ever witnessed. When I visited him the first time, I snuck out a picture. So let's just show everyone how the cell looks. This is the condition that Ghost is living under for 3 months. He has never seen light for 3 months. He wasn't allowed to talk to people for 3 months. I'm gonna be real. This cell looks like a torture chamber with IKEA furniture. And when the government is truly aiming to make normal people out of revolutionaries, peaceful members of the SMP, then this is not the way to go. And Ghost has shown true remorse for what he has done now. So he deserves to get a second chance, in my humble opinion. We, as a server, should always strive for compassion and a peaceful community. Both the government and the revolutionaries try to achieve that in their own ways. But I also believe we should believe in second chances. So please, give me back my friend. I rest my case.
Thank you, Alex.
Can I also go?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Ghost, would you like to add something?
I truly believe that what I did was wrong before, but I have seen what I did wrong, if the jury does decide to let me out today, then I swear I will do everything I can to make up for what I did.
Okay.
And I would hope that anyone that visited me in prison will be able to attest to that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your case. I think everyone, if anyone has something to say, if not, the members of the jury can make their decisions. Their
We need to
decision
cross
and
still.
one more time.
We need to cross. Soph hasn't said anything yet.
Is that okay? Yeah. So please make your defense.
I mean, I don't think there's really much I can add apart from you've all seen what Ghost has done. I've described the hell it has brought not only me, but my friends and family. How scared Vader and I have been. Vader and I had to basically go into hiding with maximum security and just people looking after us to make sure that nothing happened to us again. And I mean, it was the worst few months of my life. I was stuck like Ghost in a tiny room for months on end. And to be fair, I'm the innocent one in this. Like, I'm just trying to do my job. I'm trying to be a good vice president, doing everything I possibly can to help make this server the best place. And all of this has been caused by a group that Ghost himself is part of. Yes, he's confessed to a lot of stuff, which shows that, yeah, he's maybe trying and maybe trying to make himself look a bit better, trying to make the others look a bit more worse, so they also stay with him. But, like, at the end of the day, he's done what he's done. He's murdered, he's caused harm, and you've all seen the evidence. It's very clear what's happened, especially with Ghost, and what he's done. I'd say he's probably the worst person of that group, which is why he's in the maximum security. Because who's to say that he's not gonna get out and do it again? Who's to say that he wouldn't hurt another member of the government if they tried to, I don't know, if they tried to do something that they just didn't agree with, that their morals didn't agree with? There's no proof that he wouldn't do that, is there?
But Sav, for what do we have the prison if it's not to bring people back to their senses and make them regret the things that they have done? Which is something you have achieved with Ghost. Have you seen him? Have you looked at him once? I understand that what he has done to you and has done to everyone else on this from the government was horrible, and you didn't deserve it at all. I understand your anger, and you're allowed to be angry, even if the jury decides to give him probation or whatever. You can continue to despise him, not trust him, or hate him. But as a server, as a whole, he deserves a second chance after having been in prison and understood that the things he has done were wrong. Of course, there will never be a thing where we can ensure. It will, of course, never happen. It is now a thing of trust. Do we want a server who will just put away everyone who's crossing someone's path? Or do we want a server built on trust?
He has been the main perpetrator in most of this. Yes, he may have done things, and he may choose to admit to things to hopefully get a lighter sentence, but that could all be a ploy.
But he has put in his confession and even in his diary always shown that he never meant to harm people in the worst way possible. It was his his absolutely tremendous fear about the government being so utterly corrupt that drove him that way, which is honestly something that he should talk with a therapist about. I'm gonna be real with you here. But that doesn't change the fact that he deserves a second chance. Especially because he was not the most aggressive person in the group. He always wanted to get them on to go the more less violent ways, you know.
I mean, I wouldn't just take it from me, but I mean, I'd like to call Vedra as a witness. I mean, Vedra saw how all of this has affected me and everyone else in the government, so I'd like Vedra to come.
Yeah, allowed, Vedra, please.
Ghost affiliate. You and your group. Soph is right. You've caused havoc. You've caused unrest. You have caused so much pain on the server. And there's nothing that we can do to justify it. You have caused death. You have caused panic. You have caused me and Soph to stay in hiding. We had not seen the sun in months out of sheer fear of our lives and the lives of everybody on the server. We started a government because we care about the people. And you saw us as a threat, as something to take care of. However, your reasoning for doing so is the safety of the people. And while the ends do not justify the means in any scenario, I see regret. I see remorse. I see that the prison has done its job. It's done what it was meant to do. The prison has worked. I met with Ghost before we came over to the city hall today. And I cannot justify his actions, and I cannot say for certain whether the server would be safe with him roaming around. But what I can say is that I feel safe with Ghost on the server. And so I leave it up to you, as members of the jury, to decide, as members of the server, whether you also would feel safe and whether you believe that the prison has also done its job. And that the actions that Ghost has performed will not happen again. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Vedra. That was very emotional. Okay, members of the jury, please decide whether you feel safe, as Vedra said, with Ghost affiliate 3.
So,
wow.
What a bit.
Sorry.
Yes, that
Well.
was
Cough,
intense.
cough, cough.
That was
Call
really
that one up again.
intense.
God damn, that was awesome.
Imagine my boss is a backstayer.
God, my hands are sweating.
I would like to say, Alex, I would like to say if actually I'm gonna say this to Ghost. Hey Ghost, I do also have a therapy visit if you want to talk to me from that issues. I know like, and I feel like we can relate. Like, you have white hair, I have white hair.
Yeah, I
You
think
have
I just,
purple
like-
eyes, I have pinkish purple eyes.
I can't
You know,
see
I
your
think
eyes.
you. I'm not taking off the mask. I have severe anxiety and insecurities. Anyway, just trust me on
You
this.
also need therapy.
The therapist needs therapy.
What do we do
We're
with the therapist needs therapy?
Yeah,
true.
it's therapy, except no one's the therapist because we're all kind of.
Fine, I will take off the. You know what? Fine, I'll take off the mask.
Hot Leia.
Hot
Leia.
This is a time of healing. I have pink eyes.
So here, let me take mine off.
Let me see this.
Why is everyone trying to look now? Wow. Okay, this is why I'm
I hate to break it to you, but
oh god,
it was on my stream.
He took the
so
brim off.
Everyone
Oh,
took
it's on the stream.
Oh my god, I need to check the VOD.
All you to know is that Ghost can now confirm I do have pink eyes, and
They are very pink.
Please put your brims back on. But yeah.
All that I've learned about this trial
you
is that I
do
do not
need-
want to go to a real trial in my life.
I've actually
Yeah,
been in
wait till you
some
get
mock
called for jury
trials.
duty.
Anyway, Ghost, if you do need therapy and assistance after being found hopefully not guilty, I will be there.
I need so much therapy.
Free of charge. Free of charge, honestly, with the state you're in, free of charge, buddy.
Is it a
I don't know
first
what
one
to
on the
say.
house
I
sort of
think it's
situation?
more bad thing. It's a first like 15 on the house with this guy. Yeah, SmileSMP is free healthcare.
I think everyone does after that.
Vader XD
We got a
pays
number
me
one
now.
victory royale.
Free
yeah?
healthcare. Vader XD has to pay
we
me
about
for
to
every
get
time I
down,
give
get
Ghost
down.
therapy.
10 kills on the board
Now
right
canon.
now. Just
Sorry, you can't
wiped
escape
out
it,
Tomato
God.
Town. My friend just got downed. I revived him.
It's like the
Now
nether
we're
God.
in
It's still up
now
there.
we're in the
Stop
Pleasant
twerking at
Park
the-
streets.
I feel
Look
like
at
my
the map.
static really
Go
likes
to the mark
Fortnite.
sheet, take me to your Xbox to
Fortnite
play
now.
Fortnite today. You can
Yeah,
take
'cause
me
it's
to
so-
Moisty
it's
Mire,
just funny.
but not Loot Lake. I really love to
What?
jug with you.
Victory
We can be
Royale.
pro
Boot it
Fortnite
up my
gamers.
PC, because I need me.
Ghost with
Without
no
Fortnite
brim.
Battle Pass.
What is a brim?
Hey,
It's
mine-
like the hat extra layer.
Oh.
Minecraft Battle Pass? Minecraft Battle Pass?
That sounds awful.
Do not give Microsoft ideas, please.
Yeah,
Oh
please,
my
for the love
God.
of God.
Alex,
Oh, God.
Alex, take off the brim.
What brim?
I want to see this.
I mean-
Take off your brim.
If Microsoft,
No.
if in the Minecraft Battle Pass they offer capes, I'd be down.
I
anyone
paid
wanna ask
Optifine
Waddle? I have
$10
a
for this cape. I will not let go.
Yeah, but if people don't have Optifine, then they don't see the cape.
Then get Optifine.
Sucks
now.
for them, I
Easy.
guess. Get Optifine, nerds. It's
But
free.
what
It
if
helps
when
your
it-
game.
But what if when it doesn't update?
What?
Then
what-
get the beta
You don't
version.
talk. I can't hear you. What's up?
Hold on.
What's up, gay boy?
There are
Does
many
anyone
people
want
in this call you could
axolotls?
be
I
referring
have
to.
4.
What's
Shut
up,
up, I
Halloween eyes, gay boy? Come on, answer me. Stop, stop key spamming and answer me.
Don't diss their eyes.
I want
design
some.
those.
Their eyes are beautiful. Why is your brim? Why was your brim off again? You see no ca- You
Who's
know
getting
what?
critted?
My
And the
trial's
jury,
next.
hurry up.
My trial's gonna be next.
Yeah, I have anxiety. Can they please like hurry up?
Whoa.
My trial's gonna be next for double homicide.
Well,
guys,
then.
I
you
will
not
still
say
offer
that
therapy.
during a trial?
Bucket, why you got a sword out?
No, I don't have a sword out.
Why do I have
You're
an
blind?
Wait, what?
I saw the
You're as
sword.
blind as glow stick.
I am not. In,
have a
in
potato.
Minecraft, I already have potatoes.
Whose fucking fish is this?
I have an axolotl.
I have an.
I also have
The
an
jury is
axolotl.
returning.
Why are there axolotls?
Oh, jury. Why is there a block here? Free block. Eerie, why are you all armored up? Oh, you returned from the caves, I see.
Yes.
I will feel very bad if Ghost gets not guilty. and
I'm
you're
a changed woman.
Oh. Well, at least Atlas has you on their shirt.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that. Kind of
Okay. The decision of the century.
Okay, I see the jury members are ready with their decision. If you may.
All right. So the jury has discussed, and we decided that for Ghost, he should be let out on probation for 6 months, be required to do a type of community service, and we would also like to recommend a therapy for him as well.
Hey, therapy! Ghost? Okay, Ghost, me and you, buddy. We're gonna get through this.
We also do want to mention as well to revisit one of the earlier cases. For Alshi, we would like for them to also have therapy provided in prison.
Yo, I got 2 clients
Okay.
now. Hey, yo.
Okay, that's
You ghosted Alfie.
Yeah.
We got this. We got this. We got this. Okay. I can take
okay.
care
Thank
of
you very much.
Do you have guard PTSD?
So,
not only that, but yeah.
what are the
Guard
terms of
PTSD.
probation?
I now have 3 clients. This is perfect because our therapy firm has 3 therapists.
What
This is
are the
perfect.
terms of probation? Am I free?
Noodle, you're one of
What
the
can I do?
therapists.
It would be that for a probation, you would be allowed to be allowed out of the prison, allowed in certain places as long as you are being supervised.
I can also do therapy in prison if need be. Am I allowed to bring my patients cake? Because I feel like they need that every once in a while.
Oh yeah, it would be nice to discuss actually the conditions of the prisoners in
Yeah, I think
their cells.
along with the therapy we can start
Understand.
improving the cell conditions. Maybe give them a plant. Do you want a plant,
And the
Elsie?
laws. Can we like
You want a
reform, like,
succulent?
laws and everything that we don't have?
Ghost, do you want a succulent and a cookie in your cell?
Well, I was getting out. What probation means.
Well,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm guessing
Okay.
you guys probably would prefer to have therapy outside of the prison. Okay, we'll get you
Okay.
therapy outside of the prison. Okay, so you can leave and get some fresh air every so often, and we'll do it outdoors if you want. We'll do
Okay,
outdoor
members
therapy
of
so
the
you guys
jury.
can-
I think that's a positive conclusion for most members. If anyone is contented with the final decisions, so we have Hero is free, L is put on probation, Ash is also put on probation, and Ghost probation for 6 months. So and plus therapy for 2 of the defendants. Okay. Or I think it should be allowed for the criminals to choose if they want therapy, and for more conditions in the cells to be discussed.
Okay.
Okay,
Hey, Ghost,
everyone.
Elsie, y'all want therapy? To be let out every so often, like probably once a week, get some therapy, go outside, have a
It's
cookie.
like taking a dog on a walk. You're just
I
like,
want
"I
What are the
therapy.
terms of my probation?
Why does everyone have therapy now? Alex,
I'm not in prison
Alex, are you-
anymore. I'm on probation.
Oh wait, I'm on probation. Are we in
probation
prison?
is in the prison.
No, no,
Okay,
no,
one
no,
of
no,
things.
probation.
This
not in
court,
prison.
this court is dismissed.
Probation is
Hereby
release under
Okay.
supervision. So sorry.
Hero is out.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Me
like,
and Elle are out
Oh my
on
God, we can
probation,
build a
and
mental
Ash
hospital.
is still in prison.
Hey, am I on probation or am I in prison? Can someone explain to me what's happening with
We
me?
can build a mental hospital.
Jury said.
with only
we can
like
build a
said-
two
But
beds
then they
per-
just said
Guys,
afterwards.
Ash! The jury said prison for 6 months on good behaviour, I believe.
Is that when they changed
I'm
their
gonna build a
mind?
really nice mental hospital, okay?
Jury.
And then you guys will be able. Then you guys
Jury,
will be
confirm your
supervised
decision.
out of
Jury.
prison.
Yuri, am I in prison or am I on probation? Because I got confused.
Yeah, I got confused as well.
Probation, probation.
It's another 3 months in prison and then revisit the case.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
For
okay.
who? For Alfie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for
Yes, Alfie.
Alfie, do you still
Love
want
it.
therapy while you're stuck in
Yes.
there for 3 months?
Yes, I want
Okay.
therapy.
And Ghost is on probation,
Yes, I
so
want
Ghost
therapy.
is going to be at our new mental hospital.
Ghost is worse than me.
I'm not
Ghost
going in there.
No, trust me, I am mentally ill myself. Ow. It's gonna be a very Listen, Alex would not let me make it a bad mental hospital. They would
Okay.
personally they would
Okay.
kill me.
Fuck it. I'm going to run into the forest, I'm gonna build a house, and I'm gonna be gay. Okay?
Perfect.
Fair enough.
I can do weekly visits. I'll bring you a cake too.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I
guys,
would
you're gonna
also-
live in the woods with Alex now, and that's gonna be your therapy, and I'll drop by every so often.
I would like to suggest with Ash's therapy that you guys do it in the courtyard instead of in
Soph, do you want therapy too?
Yeah, I
can
kind of
get
need
you
to
the
see
different
done.
therapists.
Out
I need to see done.
Hey Noodle, this is your new client, Sophie. This is your new client. This is your new therapy
Cards,
client,
if
okay?
me and Elle are getting out, can we get out here, please?
Hero,
Yes,
I think it's a
please.
bad idea if you did therapy for someone you
Can
sort of
someone
helped
escort me
traumatize.
back? I kind of gotta go to sleep. Can I get escorted back? I gotta go to sleep.
Wait, can I take a selfie on the stairs with everybody?
Yes.
Didn't you want a selfie
Court
with
selfie.
the car?
Court selfie.
Let me
Court
out.
selfie.
We can hang it up on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, also.
The first successful case.
Hang on.
Oh god, I have too much stuff.
TV.
There's so many
TV.
people.
Hang on.
Okay, so these were yours.
Come on, guys. It's time for the
Because I
group photo.
remember-
Come on. Yeah,
Group
go
photo.
to YouTube.
Go right off
Prisoners
the
in the
wall.
front. Prisoners in the front. Or I guess ex-prisoners in the front.
Oh my god, rub it in.
I'll see
Prisoners and
YouTube.
then, like-
I'll see YouTube. Come on.
And
I'm
then,
not
like,
an ex-prisoner, fucker.
Oh,
Tomato!
F.
Come on.
Noodle.
Hero.
Ghost. Forcibly teleport Noodle.
Oh my god.
Where's the
Can't
claim
God do that.
agency when you
I
need
think
it?
God can teleport them. It's still
Oh,
up
no.
there.
There's a book in my head. Okay, guys.
That's gonna
Court
hit me,
selfie.
Wait, where do we look?
Can we all
Everywhere.
see each other?
Straight ahead.
What?
Just look straight ahead. You'll throw some fists in the air.
Don't hit someone.
Yeah.
People in the back jump and I'll try to get you in the picture.
Turn up
Ow!
the
Why did you do that?
Come on, I already need therapy, guys. Calm down.
Alright. Okay, I got some, I think. Let me double check. Yes, we are good.
I got some. Okay, well, Hero, Glow Stick, Noodle, we have to go build a nice little therapy office.
Okay.
And a mental hospital.
Can
Yeah,
someone escort me back?
the therapy office will have a spot. Oh, it's raining. I'm hydrophobic. Okay, I have my rain hat on. Okay,
We
guys.
need people to escort Alshi back to the prison.
Oh,
yeah.
I would volunteer, but
Go back to prison.
Guys,
The guards.
who's
You know
gonna
what?
be?
God left us.
Hello.
I'm gonna
Who's-
walk with Alshi and we can
Can I
discuss
speak?
her therapy.
Okay, I'm just gonna go stand out here. Whoever's escorting me back, just.
Who's
I
gonna
guess
be
I'll-
guarding?
Where the fuck are the guards?
I don't know, but I can be guard, I guess. I don't know.
Okay,
Alshi.
okay,
It's all a
Ash,
cluster at this
Where's
point.
the prison?
Go, go, go.
Which way is the prison?
Over
I'll do
there.
this
This
way.
that way.
Thank
Is
you.
it,
That way.
isn't it this way?
All the way.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
this
way.
way.
No,
This
good.
way.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, fair. I've been on here, man. So, Alshi, therapy. You thinking weekly,
Oh
monthly?
my god.
It's part of their probation. We gotta.
I would like company, so weekly.
Okay,
I just want
weekly.
company.
So weekly, we'll escort you out to the courtyard of the prison, so you'll get some outside time.
That'd
I'll
be
bring
nice.
you a
I didn't get
cookie.
outside time before.
I'll bring you a cookie or something. It'll be nice.
Where are you guys? Are you walking to the prison?
We
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
I think that went well.
I'm on my way. Just give me a second.
Ghost, I'll give
believe,
you a
like-
call for your therapy arrangements. You too, so
I cannot believe I'm the only one who went back to prison.
we're doing free
Yeah,
healthcare now.
I'm.
I mean, 3 out of 4.
Does that mean we have
How
to
do
pay
they-
taxes?
No, it's free healthcare.
Oh.
No taxes.
If it's
But
free
they'll
healthcare,
tax
Taxes
then
pay for the
And it-
healthcare.
The government,
Exactly.
we did think about taxes, but then realized that we couldn't enforce them even if we tried.
Well,
Yeah,
Alfie,
no,
also,
they
even if we had taxes,
Sorry,
you're a prisoner, so you
taxes.
don't pay taxes.
I'll
Exactly.
say I can't pay you for therapy, by the way. I'm in prison.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The government pays me.
You don't pay
Oh, that's
taxes
good.
if you're in
Thank
jail.
God.
Yeah, you don't pay.
Yeah.
Stop getting ideas.
How can you pay taxes when you're in jail?
Come back with me, hero. Come back to jail with me. Keep me company.
I already fought tooth and nail to get this dude out.
We can be besties in prison
Can
again.
you can I hire you for 3 months time?
He legit said that Hero was lonely and blind, and that was it.
Okay, but I'm
true.
but
It works.
Hero's
It's very
also my
compelling.
boyfriend, so it's fine. I know he's not lonely. We live together.
I'm lonely, blind, and also a little stupid, but it's okay.
Yeah, you're just a himbo. You're just a blind himbo.
Okay, I need to recharge, honestly, honest to God. I'm pretty tired out now. But anyways, that concludes the trial, everyone. Isn't that insane? I feel like it is. That feels pretty insane to me. We have done it. We managed to get our sugar daddy out of prison. Pretty proud of that one. Was a bit stressed, I'm gonna be with you. I was very nervous. And had like 2 pages of notes prepared for this. So yeah, and it all got out during the speech I had today. But anyways, I hope you had fun, and I hope this bigger lost stream was interesting for you. And I'm zoning out because I'm so drained right now. What the fuck? Anyways, thank you for all the lurkers who are here. Thank you for everyone who's here in general watching it, having a good time. And I'm not short. Why do you say I'm short? I'm mid. I'm mid, not short. So, oh, okay, anyways, who do we rate, guys? Thank you, Angie, thank you. And also, like, a big kiss, a big kiss to everyone. Oh, thank you for following as well. Thank you for all sticking around. And we will all rate Ghost. We will rate Ghost Affiliate, and you all say hello. And if you haven't followed him, you will follow him, okay? We need that hot top stream. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. We will rate him before it's too late and he goes offline. And you will all drop a follow, okay? This is important. This is crucial. And then we will see each other tomorrow during our weekly SmileSMP grind and talk, you know? Podcasting and stuff. Have a good one. Bye.